mouth really hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to have cold water?
No.
You gotta be careful with pizza, buddy.
I burn my mouth on pizza.
I burned my mouth.
And
Everybody.
I
didn't realize you had more to say on the matter.
No. Welcome back to Nat 2.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Nat 2.
It's just the two of us.
Naturally. This is the burnt by pizza edition of Nat 2.
Just know that this whole time I am a burnt mouth survivor.
Yeah, from pizza.
We went from tummy ache survivor to burnt mouth survivor.
Yeah, and now...
and I'm drinking hot water, and so it makes it worse.
Yeah, it's almost... Yeah, it's unfortunate someone's forcing you to drink that hot water.
They have a gun to my head.
You couldn't make a personal choice to not
do that.
They have a
gun to my head, and they have my
have
family hostage.
There's only 2 people in this room.
And who has a
and
gun
I have
to my
a gun
head?
to your head. Yeah, we're actually very close by. We're full bangs back today, by the way.
We both have bangs, and we both clipped them back.
We both clipped it back.
So that we're streamlined.
That's how you know we're serious. Aerodynamic.
Swimming through our imagination.
Wow. It's beautiful. And we can do it really fast now.
Just speed run this episode.
Foreheads,
it's going to be 30 minutes long.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nat 2. Here's a recap.
Until the Finch dies and everybody dies.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a really quick way to,
everybody dies.
Speed run the story.
Yennefer gets hit by a meteor and everybody dies.
How funny would that be if I was like...
We would have a sit-down conversation.
There's like an apocalypse happens, I don't know. But then what if my idea was really cool? You know? You would just have to trust me. Or else I would have to spoil it. You know? I have a really cool I actually wanted to do a post-apocalyptic campaign, and so
I got bored of this, so
yeah, I got bored of this.
Fuck you.
So I decided to blow up the world. Whoopsies. Hit the blow up button on the world.
Couldn't think of anything better.
What? Then blow up button? Well, because
I heard the gears in your brain trying to turn.
I was going to say self-destruct button, but then I was like, oh yeah, well I guess, that is what that would be. I was thinking like self-destruct would be like the world wanted to blow itself up, and then I was like, okay. Then
we are the world.
Need I sing the song?
What?
We are the world. We are the children. Do you not know, man, born yesterday, disease, terminal? I think it's oh gosh, I'm going to say this and be like canceled. I think it's a Michael Jackson. Well, now I got to know. Or else, we are the world, we are the children lyrics. Song by USA for Africa. Cool, cut this out. So... speaking of music, you know what we've been really into the past few days?
Oh, fucking...
When does a comet become a meteor?
We don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Friggin', I mean, listen.
Epic the musical is great.
Epic the musical, the not musical, parenthetical, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know... Doesn't all musicals, do they start out with a script, or do they start out with a song track?
I think it depends on the musical. I don't think it's like, there's like a format you have to stick to.
I guess so. I feel like it would make more sense because the majority of the story is sung, and so it's like, okay, we're gonna make the songs, and then in between add whatever filler dialogue needs to be added to provide context for the songs. I feel like that would be the best way to go about it.
You know what the definition of a musical is?
You sing.
It is an act of theater in which the songs move the plot forward. So they, yeah. That is how would have to be that, you know? But yeah. I don't know, I thought that was interesting, because I guess... in order for it to be a musical, the songs have to push the story forward, Whereas like in a play, there could be a sung section, but if it's just for the sake of singing, then it wouldn't count. Anyway,
I've seen quite a few, and by quite a few, I mean 2.
Okay,
but I feel
so
like that's
not...
well, I feel like for this specific thing is quite a few. Concept musical albums being released. So it's like, I mean, I've never heard of this before. Like, you know, if a musical is going to be a musical, it becomes like, it has a script, it has like people acting through it, all that. But I've recently seen, like, you know, Epic the Musical is a concept album, so it's just the songs, and it's one guy working on it and has, you know, he's hiring people to sing it. And I know that he also has like some animation added to it, but not that much. And then there's one, what is it called? It's about the Bible. It's about, I think it literally just goes through the stories of the Bible. Or
probably like the New Testament.
Let's look it up.
That's the part of the Bible with Jesus in it.
It's by
for the uninitiated.
Anna Miriam Brown.
We're not being sponsored, by the way. I mean, the thought that we could be sponsored is so laughable, but...
Of Ashes, the musical, is the one that I'm talking about. Apparently she's written more.
Huh.
But it's about... I know that it I think, actually, you know what, it centers around freaking Mary Magdalene.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But it is partially fake and then partially not. Like, partially comes from the Bible. Like, partially she's made up the story and then partially it is from the Bible. But that, I've noticed, also has become... Like, she finished it. It's on Spotify and all that. I'm like, that's interesting. Just like...
So it's like, theoretically, someone could
like,
put it on.
Yeah, like, make a production out of it. Anyways, I just find that interesting.
Next
I like them.
Campaign.
We're just a musical. We're a concept album.
A musical concept album of Yennefer. That would be lit.
Unfortunately, neither of us can sing. So.
Yeah, well, speak for yourself. I'll speak for myself and say I can't sing. It's
quite frankly,
great.
Yeah, like, we love it. We've been listening to it, like, for the past 3 days, just, like, non-stop.
It's great.
It is.
We love it. We sang it at my mom until she told us that we had to be quiet because we were setting a precedent in the apartment complex. And I was just like, good. You're telling me that I'm going to wake up every morning to freaking... Life is amazing! That's an excellent precedent. Oh, polities, we say to each other.
I think that he did a really good job with setting that up for the fucking underworld, like, segment because polities dies.
Oh, yeah, and then he's, like, ghostly.
Yeah, like, singing such a cheerful song, and it's so sad, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, and that is...
Hit me in the heart.
That is Mom, spoiler alert, yeah.
Anyways, we should probably, like...
cool.
Let's, like, start.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did we do last time?
We had the memory of Ethiod and Vitil meeting, I thought it was last winter, but I think that maybe it was the winter before last. But yeah, we played out their memory, and basically Ethiod took him to a cottage hospital and was like, you're gonna stay here. Ethiod was like, I don't care what you want, because for my own well-being, I need you to be here. Because otherwise I will always think about you and whether or not you're dead and whether or not I aided in your death, and then I will have a bad time. So, you're gonna be here. There we go.
That's that on that.
And so he took him there, and the hospital was like, the doctor was basically like, it's not worth it to give him anything because there's other people who need it, and this fella is gonna probably die. And Ethiod was like, wow, you suck a lot. And like told her straight up, was like, you're awful to talk to. I hate this interaction. And then out of spite was like, oh, he's not worth anything. Well, I'm the one who bring him. What? I'm the one who brought him here.
I bring him here.
I'm the one who brought him here. So here's all of the money that I have. Now is it not worth it that he's here, motherfucker? Like, and then yeah, they parted ways, and Vatil took fucking Ethiod's map, and that's when Ethiod lost it. Well, quote unquote lost it. And then we go to Yezi, Vatil, and Mio in the present time, where Yezi is facing off with Asen, and one shot kills him, which was insane. I did not think that he would be that easy to fucking kill. And then fucking Asen says some stuff to her that she's like, wait a goddamn minute.
Hold on, I gotta run this back.
Yeah, because he was being really sweet to her, and she was like, wait, I thought you wanted to kill me. And then kind of made it clear that, like, this was not the route that he thought this was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, also, I think that she was like, wait, okay, hold on. I don't want to kill any more people. I thought that you were going to kill me, and then now it really doesn't seem like you were going to do that, and maybe this was unnecessary. And so she rolls a medicine check and succeeds, which is great. So she stabilizes him. And asks the other two folks who were with him what they were here to do. And they were here to find Lucien. They got some information from someone that he was going to be here, which Vatil is like, the missing link is Thalen. He's in danger. That's what I've been told. So, I mean, obviously, Lucien and that group would not tell anyone that they were going to be there, but also they're not there. They didn't tell anyone that they were going to be there. Iffy and Tavumile are in the castle, and then Thalen is the one that's gotten taken. And because he's like, okay, well, we're not going to rat him, like, you know, we're not going to smell a rat so quickly. Like, maybe he's being forced. Maybe there's some kind of potions being used, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that does, I think that she's like, that does track. That makes sense. So maybe, I mean, Thalen knows about El Hallen. Other people know about El Hallen. So perhaps we should go somewhere where it hasn't been spoken about to anyone, just in case. But those two rogues that were with Asen did not know who Yezi was. They were not there to find Yezi. They had no idea who she was or why Asen wanted to talk to her.
Yezi's a little bit freaking self-centered, I gotta say. I'm joking. She's like, oh, you guys are here to kill me? Well, I kill you first. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And also it was revealed that fucking, like, Hale killed Asen. And then Asen was brought back.
Hale's a freaking shooter, dude. He's not gonna take no whatever lying down.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you lived? No, you didn't. She meant to kill you. She just tripped or something.
Yeah, fucking Hale killed him, and then Asen got brought back, and Asen, like, begged Yezi to be like, make sure that they can't do that to me again. And Yezi was like, oh my god, that's horrifying. Cool. And because she did the medicine check, she's like, I don't need to make sure of that. But she was telling the people, like, if he dies, make sure that they can't do that. And they're like, what do you mean? And she's like, make sure he's dead. Like, there are ways that people cannot be brought back, you know, like, you fucking rip his heart out. Like, you're not gonna be able to, like, bring him back if he doesn't have a fucking heart.
You could probably do some
I mean, you could do some necromancy. Like, I mean, I guess bringing back from the dead is necromancy, but I mean, like, legit necromancy where they're fucked up.
Resurrection is the one that's like, no matter what happened to you, you can be brought back. It says, you touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century. And I think that it's a level 7th and it's a necromancy. So it would be like off limits. So we'll say both raise dead and revivify can't bring back a dismembered body. So
I think that, like, if they were missing a hand or something...
That would be fine, yeah.
But if they were missing something essential to life...
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to.
Friggin' carve their heart out
Yeah,
and
like,
smash it.
Like, if their whole chest cavity got smashed and exploded, that would not be able to be brought back.
Yeah.
But if their body is whole, they're just, like, sliced the heck up or whatever, then that is different.
Yeah.
Anyways, so... Yezi was telling them, if he dies, don't bring him back. And they were like, what the heck are you talking about? And she's like, make sure he can't be. And they were basically like, that's treason. And she's like, only if somebody knows. And they admitted that he seemed odd ever since then. Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, of course. Yeah, man. And then also proposed that they can try their luck with the freaking water genasi, and that they were willing to help with that. And because Yezi was like, I want to ask him some freaking questions, honestly, but he's unconscious. If we do this, I could possibly ask him some questions. And they were not about it, so they left. And Yezi and Vatil and Mio, a little angry Mio because Mio did not understand a single thing that was going on because she doesn't speak common, went on their way to go meet up with the boys. And Vatil brought out a map, and Yezi looked at it and realized that the tiefling that Vatil has mentioned that he has met before is Ethiad. Fully Ethiad. No question about it, because the map has Ethiad's name written on it.
Yeah. That, whatever it was, like 21 perception check or something.
So, that's what happened last episode.
Oh! Quick stretch break.
Who do I need out first?
Tavumile and Iffy. So the last thing that happened with Tavumile and Iffy is that Linus came in. They were talking about a few things. The main focus of their conversation being Vatil, Iffy sending to Vatil, and Linus having come in. He said that there's a chance that he would be able to get them ascending potion so that she could talk to Vatil. It wasn't his priority, and then he was able to get one. It came back in. They talked a bit, mostly about Frenthius and Tavumile wanting to talk to him, basically just to say that she wasn't afraid of him. You know, just to, like, put in his face that she's here now and not there. And Linus liking that because he thought it was cool. Basically, like, putting that across, just showing that would be something that he would enjoy personally, but not necessarily saying that was something that was going to take place. Like, he was sort of thinking out loud about, like, the context of that. And then, after that conversation, if he's sending to Vatil, I don't suppose you recall or have written down what it was that she said. I don't. It doesn't matter anyway, because what matters is the response.
She said, the king will hear response, talk to king, situation uncertain, Tavumile and me staying at a castle for time being, Thalen in danger, castle helping him.
Cool. So she says that to Vatil, theoretically expecting a normal answer. Glad to hear everything's good except for the things that aren't good. I love you, you know, I've been thinking about since last we met, and, you know, I've been waiting to see you again, my redhead siren, whatever. Instead, she gets extremely rushed, and like high energy påstått livet with the approach and sang to water genosi with the theater. Yes, I'm sober, acting like a drunk hippie. Vitilo, my loins! As he was trying to quickly get through these 25 words so that he could go back to acting.
Yeah, I feel like fucking when Iffy receives that, she like speed writes down everything he's saying because he's saying it so quickly.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. And what if his eyes get big when he says all that, and she's just like, just starts writing.
I think that she just starts writing because I think that she's like, I gotta focus on what he's saying because I gotta remember this, but also I gotta tell this fella that.
Yeah. So you see, you're writing stuff down. Linus is looking over your hand to catch a glimpse of everything you're writing down. If his eyes are like glassy as she's staring into the middle distance, just right, like you're like a soothsayer or something.
Yeah.
Like, I see a purple dress, or just writing crap down. And you finish writing stuff down.
Jesus Christ, here.
You like hand him the thing, and he reads it like he reads it like he already read it, but now that you've handed it to him, it's gonna say something else, and he's like, cool, this will all make sense when I pick it up and look at it. And he looks down at it and says,
What does it say?
Linus looks at Iffy.
Well, you're the one that's got the paper.
Sorry, I figured it would be quite memorable. Poor sod, weaving the inn, with way people approaching, sang to water Janazi with a saddle. Yes, I'm sober, acting like a drunk hippie. Vatio out. My loins?
Loins? Loins.
Linus looks perturbed.
What's that? Like your dick and stuff.
Linus opens his mouth to explain, like, it's a thing that you could buy at a meat store. He goes, maybe explain, like, oh, a cut of meat that you could, a pork loin that you could grill. And then you say that, and he just, like, looks like irritated, whatever, sort of away. He's like, yes, I suppose it could mean that.
Oh. No, that's what he meant. I don't know why, but that's what he meant.
Well, I suppose if he was acting like a drunk hippie.
I guess that's true. I don't like that with the way you're approaching. I don't know what that means. Well, I don't know. Hopefully he's by himself. So.
Would that be preferable?
Yeah, it would be.
Well, it sort of seems like he has it under control. I suppose it's good that I was able to get you this sending potion.
I appreciate it.
Of course. It's quite interesting.
What he said?
Well, I mean, your friend is gone.
Failing.
Yes, wherever he might be. And suddenly, this person, presumably somewhere else,
Yeah.
is being descended upon.
Well, I mean, if Worthway are looking for her, they know that I'm affiliated. Maybe they know that he's affiliated.
I just mean to say it seems like potentially, and I don't mean to offend anyone, whoever your friend has been talking to, whatever he's been saying.
What do you mean? What, you think that Thalen's saying stuff to people? Giving us out?
I don't mean, as I said, I don't mean to offend. I just...
Look, I think that if that's a possibility, then it's not because he wants to. I don't think that Thalen would do that.
I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to offend our guests. You and I, he points at Iffy, you and I are in agreement.
Oh, well, that's,
It's certainly a possibility that I think we should consider.
that's not good. That means that, they have a space to do that. They're not just transporting him now.
I don't know that they'd have to get far.
What do you mean?
Well, considering the fact that the high elves are guests in the castle town, there's a lot more around here currently. And, well, frankly, he's a high elf, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I don't know that anyone would meddle in high elf matters, you know. They see a high elf with a high elf, they're not going to stop and see if it's unwilling.
Well, that's not good. Yeah, well, a lot of not good things have been going on, so ain't that surprising.
Given the circumstances, as much as I appreciate the idea of sticking it to your alleged captors, believe me, I would personally like to give you that opportunity. I'm not sure that that's wise, ultimately, and I'm not speaking only of your safety. Let me look into it.
Okay. I was thinking Tavumile definitely shouldn't go to the party. I don't think that's a good idea. Letting people know that she's staying here. I mean, obviously they know that she was here, but they may not know that she is staying here. But I don't know if it would be something that you would want. And she looks at Tavumile. If you wanted me to go and just be there, I don't know, see who's there. I don't know. I mean, what would that do? Well, I guess we already know Franthius is here, and we know that, presumably you said Farith is here? She looks at Linus.
He's here, I have reason to suspect that he's here in the city.
You don't know if he's coming to the party, though?
He's not, to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, it might give us some insight into how much they know. You know, like, if I notice people recognizing me or trying to not recognize me, if I have people trying to talk to me, might give us some knowledge as to what it is that they know, and I think that would be useful. We don't know how many, at least on the high elf side of things, we don't know how many people are implicated on this.
I appreciate you trying to be helpful. He, like, levels and look at
Iffy kind of gives him a smile.
If your services are necessary, I'll be happy to let you know. But, as I said, I would much prefer you leave it in my hands.
I'm leaving it in your hands. Didn't say I was going to do nothing.
Nothing else. He's gonna, like, look at both of you and get a little closer and said, "There's much I would like to do for you both. But my priorities, and the more we meddle, the faster this progresses."
Why do you believe us?
Should I not believe you?
No, you should. But
well,
what made you believe us? Nobody else does. Or at least that's what it seems. Maybe the king does.
clearly something happened to your farm. Whether or not you are correct.
To what happened?
Yes. Whether or not you are lying to me. Clearly you need sanctuary. You are 20 citizen. And if you bring something to my concern, it is my duty to investigate it.
All right.
Is that a sufficient answer?
I don't know. It's an answer. I wasn't looking for anything specific. So we'll just stay here then. We'll just stay here.
As I said, you're free to do whatever it is that you like. But I would prefer, with regards to this matter, you left it in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a DC for an insight check on your
Okay. Like a 10, 50-50.
Okay. A nat 20.
I think that Iffy, she's gonna leave it. Like, I think that it's clear that she doesn't want to go to jail. Like, she knows that he's serious about that, and she's aware of that, and I think that she's like, it's not gonna help anything. And but I think that she doesn't like the fact that at the moment she has like almost no agency towards the situation. That isn't sitting right with her. And then I think also she's not fully convinced that this is actually being treated as something that matters. Like, I think that she is like, this very well could be just something that's on the back burner. And, you know, like, oh, leave this matter into my hands. And it's like, okay, I do that. And then you're not actually paying attention. Like, I don't expect you to give your full attention to this. And that's why I'm not too happy with leaving it in your hands, you know?
So he's gonna basically see that more or less on Iffy's face. And he's gonna look at her and with a face that he has put on to express to Iffy that he's losing his patience. He's saying, at the moment, I think the best course of action is to watch the situation. See how it progresses.
Right.
And if it's constantly changing, it becomes quite difficult to watch.
I didn't say I was going to do nothing. I agreed. Did I not?
I suppose you did. He opens his mouth to say something when there is a jiggly door handle.
I think Iffy, like, her eyes freaking bolt to the door.
Linus jumps like 3 feet in the air, like not expecting it at all. Go ahead and roll a luck check as Finch.
Okay. Nat 1!
Nat 1! Well, excellent news for me. Ha 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 ha. That changes things quite considerably. But that's okay. So he, Linus, jumps 12 feet in the air, like stands up mid-surprise and tries to kind of play it off. And he does a really bad job. Trips kind of backwards over the chair.
Are you alright?
Yes. And he like straightens himself up, gives you kind of like a bow, and then opens the door and opens his mouth to say something. And you guys on the other side of the door hear, I thought I'd find you in here. You're spending much time here, Linus, and neglecting your duties. And Linus's, like, hair gets blown back by the force of this pure rage. He kind of, like, gets pushed back by the force of the yelling in his face and turns his head and bows slightly and leaves the room. And without any sort of roll, you hear on the other side Linus say, I appreciate your concern, Minister Garion. But you understand, as seneschal to the throne, I'm furnished with the ability to pursue multiple goals at once.
I think that he's in trouble. I have no idea what's going on.
Regardless of your particular usefulness, your sudden and perhaps premature promotion to seneschal is still brewing. You hear that as the conversation moves down the hallway.
That's odd. What? I guess he just recently became seneschal. Said something about a sudden promotion. Well,
Well,
why is that bad? Hopefully he knows what he's doing. You don't seem to like him very much. Well, do you think I should? I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's trying to help. Whether or not he believes us fully, it seems like if he didn't believe us at all, I feel like he wouldn't waste any time on us. But it seems like he does a little bit at least. And so he wants to make sure what the truth is. And we know what the truth is. And so if he's looking into it, and eventually he'll find it. Yeah, well, my concern is that he's not going to take it as seriously as we're going to take it. And I don't like just sitting around waiting for things to happen. So, well, I don't want you to get in trouble. You don't got to worry about that. I have been in trouble all my life. I don't think that I would be Ifferson Bomber if I wasn't in trouble.
Speaking of Ifferson Bomber, go ahead and roll a con save.
12.
If he's not feeling so hot
Oh, no.
in the tummy department.
Okay.
You were feeling kind of like rough pre-talking to the king. You had a lot of adrenaline, presumably, getting you through. And now that things have kind of started to settle down more, Iffy's got a little bit of a tummy ache.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Iffy realizes that and is like, okay. Are you alright? Yeah. What were we talking about? I just don't want you to get in trouble. You look really nervous. I just don't feel well, is all. Oh, look. How so? You don't gotta worry about it. Really, it's fine. It's probably nothing, so. Right, are you sure? I don't know anything about making people feel better, at least physically. I know how to make people feel better, like happier. At least, I like to think that I do. Oh, give it your best try, huh? Huh? Make me feel happy. Oh, you're already smiling. I guess you're good at it then, huh? I think that you're really sweet. This is your best try. Give me a second. Alright. I think that you're really sweet. I think that you care a lot about people because you didn't know us at all. You didn't know anyone. And I guess except for Vatil, but you didn't know that Vatil was that you were going to meet him. Which, by the way, I'm really glad that you did. Oh, are you now? Yeah, because you seem to like him a lot. And I think that it's always really lovely when you don't see somebody for a really long time and then you get to meet them again and you get to see them and then everything becomes happy again. Like, when Lucien was gone during the war, I didn't see him for 5 years. And then when I got to see him again, all I wanted to do was to see him. He walked off a train that I didn't know that there was any trains that came through to near a peak, but apparently they don't use it at all because it's a lot of money or something like that. That's what my mum was saying, and that they just used it to get everyone home because it was the easiest way to do it. Yeah. I unfortunately did not have the luxury of experiencing that. Oh, why not? Well, I was kicked out of a hospital.
Well, you see, the thing is...
Oh. Well, Lucien came home on a train and said to Cynthia, and me, my mum, Cynthia's wife, all went to go say hi. And when he walked off the train, it was so good to see him. And he was so much bigger than I remember him when he left. Oh, yeah, I mean, how old was he when he left? 15. No, so yeah, 15 to 20-year-old man. I can understand why he'd be a lot bigger. Yeah. And when he left, I didn't have any of my like barky bits. And when I turned 14, they all started showing up. Isn't that late? Yeah. I don't know. Mum said that is just because I have a youthful spirit. I would say that's true.
You remember as you regale Iffy of this basically pleasant time, sitting on the carriage with your mom and Cynthia's wife. And your mom and Cynthia's wife were talking about, you know, mostly how excited she was to see him and how glad they were that the whole ordeal was over as you sat plaintively in the back and
just sat there. Like, I think that she was just, like, looking at the back of the carriage as it, like, goes along, like, listening to them talk.
Yeah, and it was basically, you feel like the cool breeze coming in through the little, like, you know, cracks in the wood, and it was a nice day. It was nice weather, which everyone was commenting on. It better bloody had been. You know, like, we're welcoming home the troops on a day that's raining would be very uncool. And you were sitting in the carriage, and go ahead, as you're sitting there staring at the window, roll a perception check.
8.
All you know is that they're talking. It's really kind of fading into the general din in the background. And you're continuing to just look out the window, experience the sights, and eventually you arrive to Waypoint Town. It was the first time you'd ever been there? Or had you been there before?
First time, because I'd only ever been to Waypoint Town once, and I was heavily
chaperoned. So yeah,
right,
this was basically that time. You would need to be, because the place was friggin' heaving.
Yeah.
With people coming out of the woodworks because they're there to collect their, you know, theirs. You, I don't know what you do with the carriage. You park it. They parallel park to the carriage. Got out, and you're walking through the crowds of people. Your mom is not holding your hand. She has you by the back of your shirt, and you're 16. She's got you by the back of your shirt and using you as like a battering ram to push through the crowd as Tavumile just excuse us.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt your kiss.
Excuse us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, your mom is like, whatever.
She was kissing him.
They've got plenty of time to do that later. We have some boys to go meet.
We do.
And Cynthia's wife is like running along way ahead because she's so excited. And you remember people just pouring out of the train.
Yeah.
It's like people on people on people. And you remember standing outside and trying to catch a glimpse of Cynthia and just noticing there's so many soldiers and they all look exactly the freaking same. Like, you know, same uniform, same haircut.
Yeah.
You know, like, everything is very whatever. What was Tavumile like feeling?
I think that she's like thinking about how her hands are empty and how she is a little bit sad that her mom didn't let her bring the letters that she wrote Lucien every day but never sent because her mom wouldn't let her send them. And so she would write Lucien a letter every day to like give back to him when he came back, and her mom saw that she had those and then told her that she wasn't allowed to bring them because she thought it would be too much at once.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
So she's standing there with her very empty hands.
Yeah.
While Senthit and Senthit's wife, while your mom and Senthit's wife talk about, the future. Go ahead, roll another perception check.
18.
And you hear your mom say, I mean, I don't know he could live with us, but I would hate for him to be, not that, but I know that it's, you two have to get your lives back together, and I don't, I can understand how it would be difficult. And
who could live with us?
Oh, we were just talking about Lucien.
Lucien can live with us. I would love that.
And she like laughs and is like, see, that's the only problem, I think, is that...
What's the problem?
You.
Why am I a problem?
Because, I mean, you're a little girl and he's a 20-year-old man.
I'm not a little girl.
And she like gives you like, raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm a 16-year-old lady. And also, I'm doing all the farming. And also, I love hanging out with Lucien. I haven't seen him for a really long time. And if he lived with us, then I could see him every day. And that would be fun and nice, I think. And I think that living in our house is a really nice house to live in. And I don't know. I think we have the extra room and no one ever stays in it anyways. And I just use it for potions and stuff. But I could move out all of my potions and put them in the shed outside.
You see Senthit's wife open her mouth and shut it many times in a row. Your mom like turns and looks at her and says, is there something that you wanted to say? And she goes, oh, well, I was just going to say that it seems like from my husband's letters that this is going to be the best situation. So you don't need to worry about it. I mean, I'm sure it will be fine, and you don't need to worry about it. I'm sure it will be fine.
I don't understand why I'm a problem.
You're not a problem, sweetheart.
Well, you said that I am.
No, I just think that it would be nice for him to have some quiet time.
Am I not quiet?
No. And she smacks your shoulder like lightly, and like you guys are chuckling. And to your side, you hear a loud gasp, and then the wailing of a woman who is bawling. And it is Senthit's wife hugging Senthit as he approaches her from behind and like scoops her up in his arms. Aww. And is spinning her around and all of that, sweet, adorable stuff. And there's the sounds of just like, I love you, I missed you so much, that. Yeah. And Senthit is like, well, I have I've like doing that, and he's got like tears in his eyes that the moment they appear, some part of his body is getting rid of them. Just like palm, back of his hand, shirt sleeve, whatever. And then he turns to your mom and gives her a hug, and says, "Hello there, Tavumile. Whoa, my, how you've grown."
Hello.
Oh,
you look old now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And
where's Lucien?
He's getting out of the train car.
Tavumile's gonna walk past him.
Mm-hmm. And Senthit kind of addresses his, wife, obviously, like touching, like shoulders, arms, like you're reeling your hair and we're together, or whatever. Making the absolute most ridiculous small talk of like, hey, I was quite pleased with the weather, Yes, I think it would have been a shame if we'd have, yes, well, I agree, just like whatever, talking about nothing, because they literally have nothing in common. You know what I mean? Like, the only thing they have in common is that they're married.
Oh,
and they don't know each other anymore. You know what I mean? And so they're like, we love each other, and we want to be together, but we have to find out who we are again. Yeah. So they're like at square one, kind of.
Yeah.
And your mom is standing there, because she's like way more overcome with emotion than they are even about seeing each other, and she's like dabbing her eyes with like the corner of her sleeve, like she's got like her hands together, and she's like, this is so sweet. And rolls a nat 1 on her perception check of keeping keeping eyes on Tavumile. And you can see, like, as you walk in front of her, and just as you walk in front of her to, like, walk around her, you guys are about the same height. It's not like it's not like you're tiny. She wouldn't, like, miss you. She dabs her eyes with the back of her sleeve, and you just walk right past her, and you're walking past her towards the train car.
Yeah, looking for Lucien.
Yeah, so there is a nearest door that he probably came out of, unless you want to be weird and just, like, start at one end or something. And you start walking towards the train car. You can see people are just pouring out of it. Like, people are getting hurt about it. Like, slamming each other in the little tiny door, and calling out. And you're getting kind of, like, buffeted by crowds of people as you approach. And you get closer and closer, and no one is paying any attention. Like, you don't see anyone who resembles Lucien. And Lucien is he stands out.
Noteworthy, yeah.
You get closer and closer, and then finally you're standing just outside the train car. There's still people, coming out of it. You think of a train that is lots of cars, and then the door, there's a hallway connecting to it. It's all the people pouring out of all of the like seats, and so you're standing next to the door, and people stop eventually coming out of it. So, every once in a while someone will go back in and come back out like, I forgot all of my things, What is Tavumile gonna do?
I think that she will step inside the train car and, like, look around.
So you step inside the train car. You're in that sort of, like a foyer.
Yeah.
Where it's door and little area before you get to the hallway that has all the seating and stuff like that. So you're standing right there, and you see turned around is a solitary soldier. Everyone else is like moving back and forth. You can see their face or whatever, but you can't see him. All you can see is his uniform.
I think she's gonna walk up towards him. I think because she's like, I can maybe ask him if he's seen Lucien, And so I think that she goes up towards him and, like, reaches out to touch his shoulder.
So as you approach and you reach out to touch his shoulder, he stands all the way up as much as he can in this, so crouched slightly, and meets your eyes, and it's definitely a winter Eldrin, but it definitely looks quite a bit different than Lucien ever did.
Hello,
excuse me. And he pushes her shoulder and kind of, like, pushes past her.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had a question. Have you seen Lucien Vahrae?
Hey.
Lucien? You look so different. Hello?
I apologise, I don't.
Oh, it's Tavumile. I probably look different too.
Fenra.
Yeah.
Let's get out to the bloody train.
Okay.
And he's gonna, like, kind of look at you and just start walking towards the front of the train, kind of with the look of someone who hopes that he's seen a ghost, and he hopes that he turns and walks out of the train and you disappear, and then all of that goes away. You walk out of the train behind him, and you see that he has been kind of enveloped into the Senthit's wife, Miss Fenra grouping.
Yeah.
As Senthit kind of drags him out towards them. And Miss Fenra and Tavumile's, no, that's her mom, Senthit's wife, and Miss Fenra both look like they would like to embrace Lucien.
Yeah.
And aren't, for very evident to everyone except probably Tavumile body language reasons.
Yeah.
And he is staring a hole through Tavumile as she exits the train. Where on earth did you go?
I went to look for Lucien.
Come on then. And she like waves you towards her and is just like, I've got to keep a bloody leash on you, Tavumile.
No, I'm back.
Well, I guess you found our boy, haven't you?
Yeah.
And your mom kind of looks proudly at Lucien, and he is just like staring straight at Tavumile.
I'm really happy to see you.
He gets like, he slightly angles his body towards Senthit, but doesn't really say anything. Senthit seems oblivious to the fact that Lucian's even there, not really caring. And then general overtures are made about getting into the carriage and going home. Does Tommy want to do or say anything before that takes place?
I think that she's just standing next to Lucien and like just looking up at him and like taking in how different he looks. I feel like she has she doesn't even think about how maybe it might make somebody be like, okay, you're staring at me.
Cool, yeah. Eventually Senthit claps Lucien on the shoulder and he jumps 12 feet in the air at that and says, and Tavumile, I mean, you know, she's a proper lady now. What are you, 15?
16.
Oh, goodness gracious. Has it been that long? You know, he's like, how tall she is as well. She's going to catch up to you, Lucien. And he, like, looks at, like, Senthit like he's pleading him to stop. And at length, you all pile into the carriage. And naturally, at the front now, it's Senthit and his wife, who's all but in his lap, you know, just like draped over him. And then your mom, who would like to be swallowed into the underworld, you and Lucien in the back of the carriage. And your mom is like flinging conversation topics at sort of both of you, and can't get you to stop trying to involve Lucien in the conversation. Like she said, yes, well, I thought we might have, I don't know, polenta. Tavumile, you like polenta, don't you?
Well, we were talking about what you would like, and she looks at Lucien, because we knew that you would come home, and we wanted to make food that you would like, maybe, and Mum said that she thought that maybe we should make mashed potatoes because she remembers you liking those. But you never came over for dinner, so I'm not sure how she would know that.
Oh, Tavumile, we ate on the train. I'm sure he's not hungry.
Oh, really?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, that's all right. I was thinking today that it was lovely that it was really sunny out and that there was no clouds in the sky because it looked a lot like you, and so it was like the world was welcoming you back.
Yes, how pleasant as well. I mean, it would have been such a shame if it had been raining.
Well, I think rain is lovely too. It makes the farm grow better because I don't have to go and water everything myself. Oh, which by the way, I started to do most of the farming now. I took over from Mum, and when I started doing that, it was when all this started coming in, and she like touches her bark, which I think it looks really pretty. I don't like that it's all over my hands, but I do think that it makes climbing trees a lot easier.
Yes, I would agree. I mean, you know, I suppose it's about time, isn't it?
What?
What? Don't be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed.
You've got it now, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm not embarrassed.
You seem embarrassed.
No.
Well, I figured that we would... She, like, looks at you. And she says, well, I figured that we would have dinner. Whoever wants some, and then I've heard that you'll be staying at the Senthit's house. Is that correct? And Lucien nods, and she's like, well, that's quite nice. I mean...
You could stay at our house if you wanted to.
You could, but I'm sure that they're quite able to provide whatever you need. I think that, you know, Tavumile would certainly be excited if you came to stay with us, but anyway, for the evening, though, I mean, I'm happy to I've got some soup on.
And polenta.
And polenta. And Lucien is kind of just like nodding and like at everything that everybody's saying and basically just looking at the ground for the whole time until you get back. And as Senthet and his wife get out of the carriage is parked outside of Tavumile's house, which, as we have established, is extremely near to Senthet's house.
Yeah.
Senthet and Lucien go to Senthet's house, and Senthet returns alone. And that is very much the nature of the situation. Sort of like a pleasant memory for Tavumile, mostly because the unpleasant nature of it was lost on her.
Yeah.
So, like, as she's like, he didn't say much, but, you know, I know he was happy to see, you know, because she has no idea what the heck is going on. So, Iffy is regaled with this event. Does Iffy have any, like, thoughts about it?
I think that she wouldn't, Tavumile's like, he didn't say much and he didn't want to have dinner, but, you know, I like talking to him and I know that he was happy to see me and all that. I think that Iffy's just like, have you ever thought about maybe he wasn't?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Snap, dude.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, you know, you fight for so long and then you're exposed to just a bunch of burly men around you and the same kind of guy and, you know, all this other stuff going on. You know, bad stuff. And you finally get to go home and everything seems so pleasant. But you just came from somewhere it ain't. And so maybe it's hard to believe that it's also pleasant for everyone else. Oh. Like he didn't want it to be pleasant. No, not that he didn't want it to be pleasant, but he wasn't used to it being pleasant. I mean, I understand that feeling. Having to reintegrate with you know, normal everyday life and not military life, not, you know, active duty in the thick of war. Gotta get used to the fact that got this pretty girl standing in front of you, someone you haven't seen for a really long time, and from the sounds of it, you looked quite different. You're reminded of how much time has passed, how much time you spent doing something you didn't want to do, and that could be unpleasant to think about, and then you don't know how to interact with you. He knows how to interact with other soldiers, people who don't give a damn about their feelings or what you say. I'm sure that you would have cared. Oh. I guess. I don't know. He never said anything about it. Well, it doesn't seem like he's the kind of fella that's going to say anything about how he feels ever. I mean, it took all this for him to admit the fact that he is in love with you, so I guess so. I mean, I guess it took all this for me to think about it too. Well, honey, quite frankly, you don't think too deeply on a lot of stuff. I don't think that's true. I'm just kidding. But, you know, maybe that's why. Still, I think that, though, it's still a relatively pleasant memory because you didn't treat him like a fragile piece of glass. I know I would have hated if somebody did that. So.
Good, roll as Iffy a perception check.
Okay.
Without your disadvantage roll.
Okay. 13.
It occurs to you that it's odd that Lucien stayed with Senthet. You obviously, you know, the situation with his dad, but he theoretically had a mom, no?
I have a question. Mm-hmm. Why did Lucien stay with Cynthia? Why didn't he go back home or something? I mean, obviously we know what dad and all that, but did he have a mom? Does he have one? Oh, I don't know. I never asked. But also, I know that my mum doesn't like his mum. Oh? Do you know why? She said before that she's tiresome to be around and that she's quite mean. But then she told me not to tell anyone, but then I told Lucien. Why would you do that? I don't know. I think, 7. I was quite young, so I don't quite remember. Lucien was 11. I told him that, and then he threw mud at me and told me not to say anything about his mother, and then he ran away. And the mud got in my eyes, and I couldn't see, and I was crying, and my mum came out because she heard me crying, and she washed out my eyes, and then apparently she went and found Lucien and chewed him out about it. Alright, well. Your mum never mentioned anything else? No, I think because she didn't trust me to not say anything. Yeah, well, I think you proved her right, so I guess so. But I know that Lucien spent a lot of time outside, and he went to school, and I don't know. After he came back, there's a couple months where he was kind of just on his own, and I would try to talk to him, but he didn't really want to talk to me at all. Or maybe he was too busy, I'm not sure. And then he would start coming over to our house for dinner. He did it like once a week, and then he started doing it more, and then it was almost every night. Well, not to be down or anything. Sorry if that was too real for you, but I just was thinking about it. No, I mean, were you happy to see people afterwards? Oh well, I mean, I didn't see no one afterwards. I mean, I saw strangers, but I didn't go home or nothing. So why not? Well, frankly, I left without saying goodbye. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I left when I was 19 and was there the whole war, so I thought I'd be gone for maybe a couple months because I was stupid. You left when you were 19? I'm not very good at math, but didn't the war last 10 years? I mean, they say it lasted 10 years, but it really, the official documentation says 10 years because they declared war 14 years ago. But the fighting didn't happen until like 2 years in. I don't know if they were like doing some stupid political mind games and that was what they considered war, but nobody wanted to make the first move. I mean, the other part of it too was that, I mean, we had soldiers, but we didn't have enough soldiers for a war. We had enough soldiers to guard towns, to have as, extra in case something happened, but a full-blown war between 3 clans, I mean, 2 other clans, but 3 in total. And we didn't have enough for that. So, first 2 years, people were training, people were being made into officers, people were being taught how to be a medic and all that. And then 2 years in, they realized that they had to start drafting people because nobody wanted to join up. A lot of people, from my understanding, didn't quite agree with the war and felt as though that should have been kept between the political powerhouses, but obviously, we all have to be dragged into it because we live in the land that we live on. But that's why I say I did the whole thing, because the first 2 years was nothing. I think, too, they want to make it sound more grand in the history books. So, 10-year war versus a 7-year war, even though 7 years is really what the war was. So. Oh. Well, you didn't go see your family afterwards. You said because you just left. Wouldn't they be happy to see you? Well, maybe they would have been. But, I look quite different than when I joined. So. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, because I didn't see you before, but Lucien looked different, and I was happy to see him. And I look different. I look different in a way that is jarring to people, oftentimes. What do you mean? Well, I mean, Tavumile, honey, it's obvious that I got hurt, and it's upsetting to people, ain't it? People who care about you. They don't want to see you get hurt, and I can't hide the fact that I got hurt, and, even though it's not fresh, you can still see basically what happened to me. But they love you, right? Yeah, they love me. So, wouldn't they want you anyway that you came? Well, if it's anything to you, there's no reason for me to not go back now. So, figured after all this is said and done, maybe I would pay them a visit. Oh, that would be lovely, I think. I think that they would really like that. Do you now? Honey, you don't even know them.
You hear at the door.
Yeah?
Yes, can I come in?
Who is this?
I'm one of the servants that works in the castle, and I had a invitation that I needed to deliver.
I think Iffy kind of shoots a glance at Tavumile, and Tavumile just like,
Tavumile shoots one back and is like, we're glancing now.
Yeah. And Iffy gets up and opens the door.
Cool. You see before you, he's definitely a guy in a Talenti castle servant looking uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And he stands before you and bows, and he says, I have come to formally extend an invitation to the dinner that we are throwing this evening for the king's guests. Of course, your participation is completely voluntary. I understand that you've made quite the journey.
Right. Who sent you?
Oh, well, I was told by Minister Garion to include you all in the evening's festivities.
Right. Did you hear from Seneschal Green anything?
Well, no, but I understand that he's been in here.
Okay.
I would have thought that he would have brought it up, but maybe he wasn't aware of the invitation.
Right, you said the dinner?
Yes.
Do you have an invitation on you, or is this just a verbal one?
It's a verbal one, but I can ask him to write you one up if you need.
Who's inviting us? Just the minister, or is it other people?
It's all of the guests of the king that are here for the party.
Why do you sound so scared, honey?
Oh, I don't know. I don't mean to. I apologize. I just, I expected, frankly, delight. So I suppose I just wasn't expecting the.
Do I not sound delightful?
Well, you sound. Listen, madam, you sound quite delightful, but you don't necessarily sound delighted. And that was, I guess, supposedly why you had me on the back foot. But now that I understand that you're just you've got a investigative mind and you want to understand the interworkings, I can tell you that.
What's your name, honey?
Go to heck.
You should know this by now that you need to come up with names for everybody.
I just want you to know, I was listening to a prior episode and the freaking name that I came up with for a random NPC was Belief. So if this guy could just be Belief. You made me come up with it. You came up with the other one the other time. Give me a name.
You come up with one. Come on, use your brain.
Oh, no. Steven is really the only thing coming to mind.
Come on.
I'm not good at it.
I'll tell you what I do.
What do you do?
I look around and I look at...
Basket.
I look at two objects. I'm like, okay, cup and guitar.
No way.
Yes.
You do the dang, like...
Cup and guitar. His name is Tarup.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
I love you're doing the cops are
Yeah.
like, who are you? And you're like, my name is
Penn
Badgley. That's exactly what I was going to say. Penn Badgley. I'm not the fugitive.
Tarup. You can, yeah, but that's what I do. That's literally what I do.
My name is Tarup.
Tarup?
And he nods.
That's a cute name. Sounds like turnip.
Thank you. I would like you to know that I'm not allowed to fraternize with the king's guests, so...
Fraternize?
Well, I don't know what your intentions are. I just wanted to cut them off at the pass. Not to say
Goodness,
you're a lovely
honey,
lady.
I'm taken.
And he does some quick maths, and it's like, she's hitting on me, she's taken? Cool. I guess that's fine. And then he goes...
Did you roll an insight
Yeah.
check?
To see if she sees that.
23.
Okay, you fully see him be like weird. And then
I'm not hitting on you.
Oh, I would never imply that was taking the place, madam.
Right.
But so yes, so the invitation has been delivered. It is tonight at 7:00 p.m. and it is in the Great Hall. If you would like to come, make your decision at your own time, no rush at all. Just simply open the door and flag one of us down and we'll be happy to take you there.
Do you know who's gonna be there?
Well, the guests of the king.
Well, I mean, okay, obviously there's a party's going on. That's a lot of people, right? Or is it a tiny party where there's only like 20 folks?
It is the guests at the castle. So I believe that to be 40 individuals.
Good lord. Okay.
But the party itself will be upwards of 200. But it's just the individuals who are currently taking up residence at the castle for the evening's festivities tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thank you for the invitation.
And I wanted to say, is Ifferson, is that correct? If I said it correctly.
Yes, sir.
You're looking a bit green around the gills. Are you feeling quite all right?
As a matter of fact, I feel a little ill, but should be fine.
Well, if you'd like, I can have some tea sent over. Or if you're not feeling well and it progresses, we've got of course naturally a infirmary inside the castle. So if you're finding that you're feeling quite poorly, again, just flag one of us down and we'll be happy to take you there.
All right.
He's gonna bow, but kind of stand there to be like, I wasn't sure if you had any more questions or if you needed anything.
I'm good, thank you.
He bows and shuts the door.
Think Iffy turns around and she's like, well, I think that this is what factored under the party situation. What do you mean? probably shouldn't go, right? Oh. I don't know. I guess not. I mean, if it's just for the people who are staying at the castle, wouldn't that mean then they would know that we're staying at the castle? Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I don't know. It's up to you. Maybe they, I don't think that it's a good idea for them to know that you're staying at the castle, because then they know that you're here, but I think maybe also, would that necessarily indicate that you're going to continue staying here? No. You can also see who is taking up residence at the castle. I mean, I can go if you want me to. So you can see who's staying in the castle. Yeah. So, I mean, who we know is under the same roof as us. It's probably good information to have. But, I mean, at the same time, I would prefer to run this by Seneschal Green so he doesn't throw another fit. Fit? Don't tell him I said that. Alright. Are you sure you're alright? Tavumile, can you stop bringing it up? Okay. Sorry. It's alright. I'm fine. Okay. Do you want to lay down? Tavumile, I'm fine. Okay.
Good, roll a con save. Let's see how fine Iffy is.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. You're like, there was like a pang of bad that you're like, huh. And ever since then you feel a little sideways, but you're not like about to keel over or something.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Are you feeling fine? Yes. I think so. Like Tavumile kind of like stops and stares, and like internally she's doing like a little check.
Run diagnostic on entire body. Tavumile feels fine. Like,
Okay.
you're like, well, my feet kind of hurt because I've been walking. And the end, like, other than that.
I feel alright. My feet hurt. But that's it. Well, if you were to wear shoes, maybe that would stop. I don't like shoes. Don't like them at all. Okay.
Strong feelings about shoes. Anything else you want to do or say or discuss? Okay, cool, great, swell. While that is going on, or not, you don't know, Jack Green of the Greens, of the Green family, stands outside of the castle with Finch.
Yes!
Having just been explicitly told by his father that he is not going in the castle. In that if Linus has time, he might be able to come out and briefly say hello.
We're not allowed to go in the castle.
No, that's what Dad said. So we gotta stand here.
What if...
Jack is staring a hole in, like, one of the guards who is like, do I have, like, a bug on? He's, like, looking at himself, like, looking up, and he's, like, making eyes, like, what is going on at Jack? And Jack is kind of staring, just, like, maintaining a smile.
I think that Finch looks at the guard, kind of puts out a hand that's just, like, a little, like, talk to the hand thing to be like, don't pay any mind. If I were to go in the... Okay, so... You know how I can turn into like a wat and stuff?
Finch, if you do that, you're gonna be in so much trouble.
No, but it's not me. I'm a human Finch. Wat Finch is someone else. I have a family and a mortgage in Wat City.
Is Rat Finch someone else?
Well... I have a wife and kids and stuff.
Jack's, like, brain explode, like...
The kids are adopted, but I have a whole wife in like a whole wife, and I have a wife and a wife in in White City in the Waypoint Town. They don't see me often because we don't go to Waypoint Town often, and then I have to explain to my wife where I was, but
This is wild that this is happening. So,
do you not want this to
no, I
happen?
love it. It's great. What the heck? It's so good. Yeah, because I mean, rats live like 2 years.
Yeah.
It's very sad. So he's like he's like an elder
Yeah.
in Ratland. She's like my 5th wife.
She's gonna die soon, but
Finch, please.
what?
So what I'm hearing is that your plan is to sneak into the castle as a rat.
Yes.
You heard that, and he like looks up at like one of the officials, and the official like raises an eyebrow.
What the heck, Jack?
You screamed it at me, Finch. But the thing about it, you two are like the weirdest thing that's ever happened to everyone. There's a chance that these people know who you are just because you've been here before to deal with Linus. But being a druid is extremely rare.
Yeah.
Like to the point that there are lots of people who don't know about that at all. So when you say, "Oh, I could become a rat," the guy's like, "Okay, some weird brotherly inside joke
Yeah.
I'm not getting." He's like, "See."
Fine. Can we just like... Can you... And he looks at the guard. Can you go tell Lioness that we'll heal?
He looks at you and then just like looks back, staring straight, like holding his sword threateningly.
Excuse me. I'm talking.
Jack, I'm Jack. Finch, he's got a job to do.
We
All you
have a
gotta
brother
do,
to see.
you gotta sit down on the stairs, and we're just gonna have to wait for Dad to get back. And if Lioness
Where is Dad even going?
What?
Where is Dad even going?
He said he was going in the castle to say hi to Linus. To see if he has time to come out and talk to us.
But why weren't we able to come?
Because you can't come and I gotta watch you.
Why can't I come?
Because the first thing that happened is you said you wanted to turn into a rat and sneak around.
What? Now that I'm not allowed in the castle, but if I was allowed in the castle, I wouldn't sneak into a rat because I would want to see Lioness.
Well, you're just gonna have to wait.
Don't like waiting. He like sits down and puts like a arm, like a little chin. What am I trying to say? He puts like a elbow on his knee and his hand on his chin. He's like, and I'm out of milk. I have nothing to drink.
If you were a cow, you could drink your own milk.
I can't turn into a cow.
He shrugs his shoulders.
I've never seen one before.
You've never seen a cow?
No. What cows are around Vahrae?
I guess so.
I'm never allowed to weave. That's why I need to weave so that I can get more experiences and then I can do the dishes and the laundry. But also, if I see more animals, then I can turn into more animals. I need to have seen one before to be able to turn into one. I need to experience the animal so I don't turn into a weird mess. It's not pleasant. I tried to turn into a cheetah once.
Yeah, I remember that one time I got you that picture book.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you were just like a writhing mass of limbs.
It was awful.
Well, yeah, I mean, you snapped out of it soon enough, so... Yeah, I have nightmares about it.
You have a lot of nightmares. Jack, sit down with me.
He sits down.
You know, being a kid is hard. Nobody understands that. It's like you forget how being a kid is. And I'm just an innocent kid I'm innocent.
You're innocent. You've never seen anyone's head get blown off.
Yeah.
You never blown off anyone's head.
Jack. You gotta be more normal. It's okay to be a little weird, but you're a little weird on the extremely weird side of things.
Jack shrugs his shoulders.
I still love you, though.
I love you too, little brother. We're keeping that sentence in exactly the way I said it.
Brother.
I'm not taking that again, little brother. I sound like freaking rocket power or something. In a roll something. Your nat one screwed me over so hard.
What was it supposed to be?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you because then it might happen just in a roundabout way. So you guys are kind of just sitting there on the stairs. Jack doesn't say anything after he says that in a very cool and cogent way. And then there's silence, just general silence. Is Finch gonna do anything?
I think Finch is like staring. What?
I don't know what happened when I said that. I love you, little brother. Sorry. Yes, Finch is doing what?
I think. Chill out.
I just have to forget.
I think Finch is just druid crafting. And so he's just making a bunch of little flowers and making a bunch of little plants. Like, just like to pass the time. And then he's like putting some behind Jack's ears, putting some in Jack's pockets. He goes up to the guard and like puts one in like a chink in the armor. Like puts some in his shoes.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
No.
Okay. He doesn't move. He just sort of like looks at you, like raises an eyebrow and sees that he's got like a flower coming out of his pocket, and he just like shrugs his shoulders and keeps staring.
I feel like Finch notices that the guy doesn't care. He's like, "Oh, cool," and just keeps putting flowers in this guy.
And Jack is gonna like reach for the back of your shirt and like come grab you and pull him over towards you. Can you leave the man alone? He's at work.
I'm decorating him.
He's already quite decorated, and he winks at the guard who's pretending to be somewhere else.
I'm bored.
I know you're bored. We'll be leaving soon.
No, I don't want to leave. I want to see Wyanus, and I want to continue my adventure.
He's gonna just like yank the back of your shirt down so that you're sitting down, and you're just like sitting there on the steps. And you two are kind of talking about nothing, whatever. When your dad walks out and says, "Well,
hello, can Wyness see us?"
Well, he's pretty busy, so, with the, party tomorrow, and they're having some sort of dinner tonight,
Can we go to the dinner?
Well, no, because Finch, we've got to go home, and...
No, we came all this way, and we're not going to even see Wyness? You're not even going to let me see Wyness? You're not going to let me say hi?
Like I said, Finch, he's quite busy, and we ought to be making our way back soon. Why are you keeping me from trying to see my widow brother?
Wait, Wyness! He's gonna, like, run through his dad's legs.
And your dad doesn't even try. He just like puts his head in his hand. And Linus appears like outside of the big doors, like behind your dad. You run in between his legs. And he bends down to pick you up, like jump into his arms and give you a big hug. And he's like, "Finch, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?"
What do you mean? We gotta do a handshake. We haven't done a handshake in forever.
First, Finch. That's exactly what I was going for too. And he puts you down. And you two proceed to do an extremely complicated, like,
I get like
multi-step.
tossed up in the air, like spun around.
Yeah. And you're just like, well, yeah.
Hello.
And he puts you down and he's like, well, as I said, this is quite unexpected.
I went on an adventure to see you. It was my first adventure. Are you proud of me? I'm just like you.
Of course I'm proud of you, Finch. What are you talking about? And he puts you on his shoulders and he's like walking up and he's like, so tell me again why you all aren't staying for the dinner?
Yeah, Dad, why aren't we staying for the dinner?
Well, Lioness, well, you see, we've got to go back and his mother, your mother, Lioness, will be worried sick. We weren't. This was a bit of a unexpected detour, so.
Can we tell her?
And Linus is gonna, like, raise an eyebrow and he's like, I don't know, I don't see how we would be able to inform her. I could send to her. You could send to her. I guess you could send to her. I suppose that would be fine for us to stay for dinner.
Or if we stayed the night.
And then go home the next morning.
Mm-hmm. A full adventure.
Well, I don't see why that makes any sense. Why don't you just have August bring Mom here? Why would we do that, Linus? Why would we do that?
Well, I think that Finch looks very, like, serious all of a sudden, and he's like, well, we need to run the inn. Somebody needs to run the inn, and if August and Mom are gone, then there's nobody there, because Jack is here too.
Jack, you can see, is, like, looking at your brother, like, out from underneath his eyebrows. Just, like, looking up at him. And he's like, yes, well, I mean, if you can do that, Linus, I suppose that would be fine.
Wait, sending to her or making them come?
Well, I mean, sending to her, and then,
We shouldn't invite her.
Linus is, like, raising his eyebrows at you.
August will be a problem, because August, likes ladies, and he's gonna flirt with every lady, and that's gonna be a problem. And
oh, Finch, August wasn't invited to the party. He could just bring Mom here.
But I wanted, I love Mom, and I love Mom so much, but I want it to be a guy's trip. Finch is just trying to make it to where nobody else comes that doesn't know what's going on.
Do you two, Linus is looking at your dad, and he's like, do you two not have staff, Stu? Is it just the family? Well, I mean, yes, why? Is there something wrong with that, Linus? No, I would have expected, I mean, I invited the family, so I would have expected, I don't know, some arrangements to have been made.
What do you mean you invited the family?
To the party.
Party?
Yes, the party happening tomorrow.
There's a party?
Yes, and your brother, Lioness Green, invited me and your mother.
He just said he invited the family.
Linus looks at your dad kind of like confused and is like, yeah, I invited you and Mom only.
Why not the rest of us?
Because you have to look after the inn?
I'm 10.
Not you. And
So
he,
why couldn't I
punches your
come?
shoulder.
But we're already here anyways. So we could go to the party.
Well, I mean, I think it would make sense if Jack took you back.
No!
Oh, well, yes, I think that would be the best idea. And then Jack can look after the inn. And Finch, you can help him out. And then, I don't know, I think...
Everyone's lying.
I would just like to say that so far, we have come up with plans where all of us have stayed and all of us have gone back. Not to, like, poke holes in our logic or anything, Mr. Fancy Schmancy King Boy, but, and Linus is gonna, like, raise an eyebrow. He said, why don't all of us go back tonight and skip the dinner?
No.
I think probably. I mean, I understand that I'm here, but someone has to come bring your mother anyway, so it might as well be me. And we ought to be leaving soon. So that way we can make it back.
I don't want to skip the dinner. I'm hungry, and a fancy king dinner? Isn't that exciting?
Well,
It's exciting, and then, okay, how about we go to the dinner, we go home, and then we come back for the party?
I would just like to say that I think that's an objectively terrible idea.
Nobody's asking you.
Well, the horses will die, if we do that, so... I mean, not really. Haha, little joke. But I think that it would be best if either we stayed here. As much as I love you guys, which is a what?
I love you too.
He looks at Jack and gives him like a sidelong look.
Can Finch roll insight?
Yeah.
Or history or something?
You can roll either one. You roll both, actually.
16 insight,
Okay.
12 history.
Okay, clearly there's some beefing going on, like that you're whatever. You know that historically Linus and Jack have not like seen eye to eye
Yeah.
on things. And Jack, it's very much like Jack feels like Linus probably thinks he's better than everybody because he works at the castle.
Oh.
And Linus thinks Jack is not living up to his potential.
Okay.
And Jack is like, shut up. I'm fine. You know.
Yeah.
I do have to get back to my duties, so I would just like to say that I extend the invitation to you all to the dinner tonight and to the spending the evening at the night at the castle. If that suits you, I'm welcome to. You're welcome to stay.
Please. Can I shadow you on your duties?
No.
Oh.
He gives you like a fist bump still.
Sad fist bump.
And your dad is gonna look at you and say, Finch, I really think that we ought to go home. I'm sure your
Why?
mother's worried.
We can send to her.
Well, I mean, we're going to send to her regardless. And he like looks at Linus as though to say, go get that. You know, like go put that in motion. And Linus is gonna kind of like nod his head and just like go off. So Linus exits stage left. And your dad's gonna say, we're going to send to her regardless of what happens. But I really think that it would be best if we all just took off tonight. Now. That way we can get home at a reasonable hour. And your mother and I will just come back tomorrow.
That's bowling, though. If I'm not allowed to go to the party, at least I could go to the dinner.
Finch, you know you can be a little overzealous, you know.
Overzealous?
You wouldn't want to cause problems for your brother.
I wouldn't cause problems. I would just eat. I know I'm a little bit messy sometimes, but I have napkins.
Well, I mean,
I'll be on my best behavior. I promise.
we ought to eat before we leave. I mean,
And this would be free.
roll advantage for persuasion.
2 14s. For a 16.
Your dad's gonna say, well, we're all tired from the
Yeah.
journey. And I don't know about you too, but I've never dined at the king's palace.
Oh, I have. It's a little joke.
Oh. How funny. Finch, or like Jack, I can't do this. Jack like puts his head in his hands. Well, boys,
Really?
Jack looks very disgruntled by this.
Jack, if you don't want to come, you don't have to come. But I want to eat heel.
I'll come. All right. Well, yes. So I guess, yes, indeed, we'll stay. Hello, yes. And he, like, turns towards the guard. He turns to his guard and he's like, yes, we are the Green family. You may know, well, I presume you, evidently, we were speaking moments ago. I'm Mr. Green. I'm, Linus Seneschal, Linus Green's father.
Seneschal?
Yes, and he's gonna like look down at you and look back up.
When he becomes Seneschal?
I think it was several weeks ago. He sent us a letter. Anyway,
why did you tell me?
Well, because it's still technically probational. But he Jack is also looking surprised at this, and your dad is just like, I didn't think that it would be such a noteworthy thing for you specifically, Jack. Jack's like just like dismissing him, and he's like, well, I suppose we'll talk about that later. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind letting us in, or whatever it is, if we're allowed, yes, as my son had said, Linus. Like, Linus comes around the corner, and he's like, has like his hand on his forehead, listening to his dad.
Dad is struggling.
I'm here to save the day. Sorry about that. And he nods at the guard who's like looking at your dad like, what is this thing? And leads you guys inside. And he's like, if you just follow me. And he's leading you all down a hallway. Go ahead and roll an insight check on Linus's sort of general demeanor as Finch. Well, go ahead and roll a perception check.
13.
You haven't seen him in a while. How long has it been since you've seen Linus?
I think like half a year.
Mm-hmm. He seems a little like run down. He, prior to now, or the last time you saw him, he was a lot more sort of filled generally with excitement about the prospect of working in the, castle and being it's always been like he's been passionate about it. It's not something that he's done just like as a gig.
Yeah.
And he was always very energetic when meeting up with the family, and this time he seems a little bit more subdued, like potentially tired or stressed or something like that.
You know why, Ines? Stress isn't good for the body or the brain. Sometimes you need to take a relaxing day off to spend time with the family. Breathe in some hot tea. Steam your face.
Breathe in some hot tea.
Breathe in some hot tea.
I've never tried breathing it in. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
No, like the smoke, the steam.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Breathe it in, drink it. Steam your face.
Finch, your brother is quite busy now. I don't think that that's something that he's often afforded. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, certainly days off come in short supply, but
How sad.
Well, I mean, I've got quite a important job to do, Finch. So
You're important. You're important to me.
well,
I would like to see you have more days off.
well, I mean,
Because then I could see you more often, too. You could come home, maybe.
he gives you like a no, like one of those kind of looks. Like I said, Finch, Linus's job is quite it entails a lot of I'm sure that he does.
You don't know what he does at all, do you, Daddy?
I do know. I can spell seneschal, that's for sure, and I know what it means. You're welcome to roll an insight check on that.
18.
There's a pretty strong chance that your dad looked it up in the encyclopedia, and then was like, "Oh wow, my son, seneschal to the king," and then probably forgot what it was in the course of life, because he couldn't remember how to spell it, and so he couldn't look it up again. And Linus kind of chuckles and rolls his eyes, and you hear Jack say, "Yeah, we're all very impressed with Linus."
Jack, weave it at the door.
You heard him. Yeah, I heard him. Linus is
I sound like that too.
"Yeah, you sure do." And he like looks at Linus and he's just like, "I think it's a better way to sound anyway. So these are your quarters." And he like opens the door. He's like, "I'm sorry, it's not poetial, widow joke. It is poetial by nature of it being inside a palace, but large, I
You're
guess."
so funny. He's like looking up at him with the most like stars in his eyes.
And Linus gives you like a winning smile, and says, "But what was I saying? Large, large, big. It's not. There's only two beds, so you two, I guess." He like gesticulates to your dad and Jack, and then Finch. "Well, sorry guys. Do you want to stay in my room with me?"
Yes, I do want to stay in your room.
And Jack and your dad both like pinch the bridge of their nose and roll their eyes. And he's like, "Now, Linus, I hardly think that's fair, giving your little brother special treatment." And Linus like looks at him like he's the dumbest thing to ever exist and goes, "Okay, Dad, would you like to sleep in bed with me tonight?" And your dad goes, "No, thank you for the room. And dinner, something about dinner. I'll be there to correct you, at 7 o'clock. And you too." And he like points at Finch. He's like, "You're gonna have to stay here until
I can't
after
stay
dinner.
in your room.
Till after dinner. Then you two and I will go to sleep in my room. But for now, you're gonna have to stay here with your brother and your dad,
Okay.
and also my dad and my brother."
Can I walk around for a while?
No, I'll, as your father, whatever you're about to say," he points to Linus. He's just like, I'm the patriarch of this family, and no,
What if you came with me?
me or Linus or,
Anyone but Dad.
well, I was going to say no, but I guess now I've got to say no. Is that all right with you, Dad? Yes. I think we should all stay here. I've got to use the bathroom. And Jack will use the bathroom. I ordain it. Now, Linus, go show your brother where the bathroom is." Linus says, "I'll have one of the servants come by and take you." And Jack says, "No, big brother, I want it to be you, or do you not have enough time for me?" And Linus is like, "Fine, Jack, come with me." And they both go off in the direction of the bathroom and shut the door behind them.
I wish that they liked each other.
Oh, they love each other.
Sure.
Look, Finch, they love each other.
They don't like each other.
I mean, when they were kids, they used to get on like a house on fire, but now I don't know. Just seems like I know that Linus feels that Jack isn't living up to his potential, and perhaps Linus is living up to more than his potential. I mean,
What's Jack's potential?
oh, I don't know. I mean, he's been spending a lot of time at the inn, and I think that I mean, your mother and I certainly see more for him than that, and I think that Linus would agree, and I think that
Is August not living up to his potential?
no, August is living up to his potential. I think that he's quite content doing all of the
Ladies.
Now, Finch,
What?
that wasn't funny, and you shouldn't say it. Now, I'm just going to briefly write something down. Unrelated to your comment or this conversation. I will tell her when she gets here, and we will share a hearty chuckle.
Well, what do you want to do, Dad?
I believe I've got some playing cards on me.
Do you want to play Go Fish?
I don't believe I'm not sure if I've...
You don't know Go Fish, Dad?
It's not that I don't know it. It's that maybe perhaps it's been just a minute or two since I've played this game, and perhaps...
I ask you, we have cards, right? You have your cards.
Wait. Get it together.
Okay.
Wait. Start over. Slow down.
Okay. Wait, did I lose you?
What's the name again?
Go Fish.
Go Fish.
Yes.
Okay.
You have your cards. And I have my cards.
How many do I have?
5?
Well, now you don't seem certain, do you?
I don't think it matters.
Of course it matters. I mean, these are the rules of a game, presumably.
Well, I think you start out with 5, and then I start out with 5, and then you see your cards, and I see my cards, and then I say, do you have any 6s? And then if you do, you have to give them to me. And then if you don't, you say, go fish. And then I pull a card. And you're trying to get all 4 of the same card. And you're trying to be the one that ends up with no cards first.
Well, where do the cards go when you pull them? How do they just disappear? What do they just evaporate? Are these magical cards?
What? You give them to me, and then I put them off to the side.
Well, you didn't mention that, now did you? And he sits down cross-legged on the ground and shuffles the deck, and he goes to do a bridge shuffle, and ends up firing cards just all over the room. And he's like, well, they're certainly shuffled now, aren't they? Now we've just got to they do this at casinos, in
The Toad's Foth can?
Yes. They shuffle like this.
Have you been to a casino?
No, but I've been to in a book once I read.
What? You've been to in a book once you read?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think of all these rules that you said, and I'm getting confused.
Why don't we play a game that you like? That you know.
Well, I'm a whiz at solitaire. I could play and you could be there too.
Okay. I'll sit in your lap.
All right. And he starts putting out the cards to play solitaire. He gets everything set up. Jack comes back in. Good roll up perception check.
9.
Jack looks the same amount of uncomfortable with being alive that he always looks when at least he's not in the inn. And he walks back in. Your brother takes him back in. And he's like, I'll send to Mom so you guys can keep playing
Solitaire.
together.
Yeah.
Yes. He was trying to explain this game, and I just, I just...
It was Go Fish.
White, I will send to Mom, and I will let you know when it's dinner time.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Linus. And, be gone.
Yeah, why this be gone?
Yeah, you stupid idiot, be gone. And your dad kind of like shakes his head, shrugs his shoulders. And Linus just like slowly shuts the door, clicks, and your dad goes, I don't know why I don't know. Anyway,
Solitaire, huh?
Jack, are you any good at solitaire? I don't know.
Do you play any games?
I like Go Fish.
Me too! Wait, Dad, you could watch us and then we could show you how Go Fish plays.
Well, all right. I mean, I've just set everything up, but that's fine. And he like puts everything back into the deck, and he's like, if that's what you two want to play, as your father, I'm happy to support you in whatever you'd like to do.
All right.
You know, if that's playing Go Fish, then go. Have I said it right? It's not go. Come on, God help. If I laugh enough, it'll just get annoying to me, and I'm waiting for that to happen. It's not go and fish.
No, it's just Go Fish.
Right. Okay. And so
then once you get the hang of it, you can join us.
Sounds good. I mean, I don't anticipate it'll take a long time. Yeah, so, he, like, gestures to Finch to, like...
Is it 5 cards, Jack?
I think it's 7 cards.
7? Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You deal you both 7 cards. Jack holds up his cards, and he says, you got any 2s?
Go Fish.
He takes a card.
Do you have any 5s?
No.
You have to say the words.
Oh, Go Fish.
Okay. Your turn.
Wait. No, I just asked you.
No, I said, do you have any 5s? And you said Go
This
Fish.
game seems quite challenging. Maybe we ought to write the rules down so that we can remember. And the family learns together how to play Go Fish. Goodness. And Linus leaves. And you all are left to your own devices. Is there anything else that Iffy or Tavumile or Finch would like to do in the castle at the moment? Because right now, just to like set the whatever, Iffy and Tavumile are hanging out in their quarters, a guest of the king, haven't been invited to the dinner this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Linus came out to invite his family, and so now Finch, Jack, and his dad are in another room, their quarters. This evening at 7 o'clock will be the dinner, and then after that, Finch is going to go to Linus's quarters to spend the night.
Yes.
So that's all the like timeline of events. Iffy doesn't feel so hot.
Yeah.
Iffy and Tavumile haven't decided if they're gonna make any sort of presence there, and all of the greens are for sure, except for maybe Jack won't because of no reason.
Yeah. Iffy would like to request Seneschal Green to come to the room specifically just to ask him if he wants them to go to the dinner, or if he thinks that it would be better if they didn't.
Okay, so you open your door flag down some like servant and ask if Seneschal Green will come to the room.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say? I mean, the guy's just looking at you like, yes, sure, I can do that.
No, she's just like, yeah, can you go get him?
Right, wait. And he leaves, and then a few, probably about like a half hour later, Seneschal Green appears, or he would knock on the door, so.
Yeah. She like goes and opens it.
And he walks in, and he looks exhausted.
You're all right there.
I apologize for my tardiness. My family have just unexpectedly appeared and descended upon me.
Oh.
So,
well, I'm
family.
sorry about that. I love my family. I wish they would come here.
Oh, well, don't get me wrong. I love my family, but they'll certainly, they'll hard work.
Hard work.
Yes, and I don't have much time to spare, and I hate for them to be neglected, as apparently they are. Anyway.
They are what?
Nothing. Forget it. I understand that you had a question for me.
Yeah, we were invited to the dinner tonight. Do you think we should go to that?
Well, I don't know of anybody who doesn't know that you're here.
All right.
It's not secret. Anyone who would want to know that you were here. I mean, I'm not saying necessarily they would be able to find out where the room was unless it was a matter of security. But it's not. Your names are being passed around here and there. You know, quite noteworthy to have the girl whose farm burned down appear at the castle. So it's not exactly like it would be a surprise to them. But if you don't feel comfortable, that's up to you, what you would like to do.
Well, I mean, we just wanted to make sure that, well, you thought about it, because you didn't think we should go to the party, so.
Well, I mean, let me rephrase. I don't suppose I've made myself clear. I don't anticipate it being a problem unless you make it one, to put perhaps too fine a point on it. If you go to this party and you mingle or you go to the dinner and you mingle or just eat, say nothing to no one, or just general, conversation about pleasantries, about, favorite card games, perhaps. Anyway, that's one thing. I mean, if you intended to go there to do some sort of investigation or something like that. Like I said, you two are free to rent these citizens. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. And within these castle walls, I can guarantee your safety. As long as you leave things to me. Are you feeling all right?
What?
Are you feeling all right?
Look, I feel a little off, but I'm sure it's fine.
Well, Constitution save.
14.
Well, if you start feeling unwell.
There's an infirmary, yeah, no.
I'm sorry, a what now?
An infirmary?
Oh, I thought you said it a bit funny.
I said it a bit funny.
Yes.
How do you say it? Yeah, that's what
anyway.
I thought.
I thought you said infirmary, which, of course, would be laughable.
The way I choose to say words, if you know what I mean, then I'm succeeding in communication. So.
Yes.
I'm sure you agree with that.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, as I said, it is up to you if you would like to come.
Well, Tavumile, I guess we could go. If everybody knows that we're here already, then I don't see why it would be a bad thing. All right. I guess we will go then.
Was that all? Or?
Yeah, that was all.
I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. If that's all right with you two. Sorry, I don't mean to impose.
You're right there.
I'm Yes.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just I actually haven't gotten to sit down today, so
Really?
yeah, and I sort of, I don't mean to be informal with you two, but I've sort of got to hide if I'm going to take a break, and I suppose this is as good as time as any. So,
All right.
I was going to, I suppose your next question is one, if you went to go greet your family, wouldn't that have been considered a break? And no,
Families can be a lot, yeah.
So,
My family's not a lot. Well, honey, your family consists of your mom and, I guess, Lucien and Cynthia. Right. Well, yeah, you can sit here. How many people of your family showed up?
my younger brother and my older brother and my dad. I'd invited them all to the party. I imagined that my dad would have lied to my widow's brother and told him he wasn't able to come for no reason because he's a disaster. But
Your dad or your brother?
my brother, well, you see, he's he's a druid, so he can be quite difficult to
Druid?
keep. Yes, I know. So he can be quite difficult to keep under wraps.
What's a druid?
He can turn into animals.
What? Like with
It's
potions?
it's quite well. He
Like you do it with potions?
no, he can just naturally turn into animals.
Are you guys lying to me? Yeah, Tavumile, we set up this elaborate plot that me and him are both on.
I certainly do not lie.
Look, she didn't mean nothing by it.
I just wanted to make that clear.
I don't think that's possible. Without potions.
Well, if you come to the dinner, perhaps I could have him perform a party trick or something.
Really?
If he would be okay with that. But yeah, I mean, poor kid. It's anyway.
Why poor kid?
He it's just, it can be a bit, challenging for him to, taking care of a kid with, I guess, a special kid, with his powers. He's desperate to go on adventures and stuff, but mom and dad just want to keep him, safe, and so. But I mean, with a good reason.
Well, I mean, I feel like you gotta let kids. How old is he? You said
12, 10.
Don't seem too sure.
Well, it's been a while. I was hoping he wouldn't ask me. I used to be a good brother, I would even say myself, but recently I things just get away from you, I guess. So.
Well, 10 or 12 years old, I feel like you gotta let him fly the coop a little bit.
Well, I mean, there was a reason we don't live where we used to live. So.
What does that mean? Like that your family doesn't live where they used to live?
He nods.
What does that mean?
It's a long story. Anyway.
What, did your little brother do something?
No, it's just, he, like I said, people can be, I mean, it's not like it's a secret or anything, but, people can be weird when you're holding a baby and then all of a sudden you're holding a dog,
How does it work? Do you know?
No, hello. No, I don't know, really. I mean, I'm sure if you talk to a physician or something, someone who is trained in that sort of the physiology of a druid, but I don't know myself personally.
Are your parents druids?
No, none of us are. None of us can do it except for him.
Oh.
I don't know why they don't either, or at least they've never said anything about it.
For people scared of him.
Yeah, I mean, scared or... No, not scared of him, but scared of us.
Why you?
You know, they think that we did something.
To him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, I mean, I don't mean to pour my heart and soul out at you two, but just since
Look, I mean, we're just hanging out here.
Yeah, well, it's just, it's nice to, I don't have a lot of personal conversations, social conversations with people, and you two are quite nice to talk to, so I just...
Thank you.
Anyway, I suppose I should...
Iffy, say thank you.
Lucien
thank you.
sits up straight to receive his thank you. And he's like, you're welcome. Well, I should get back to my duties. Thank you for the chat.
Yes, sir.
And he gets up and leaves the room.
Say thank you, huh? Oh, certainly polite. I guess you're right. The funny thing about Iffy and Tavumile is that they are dressed rather poorly. Like, Iffy's wearing shit that does not fit her. Tavumile's wearing stuff that fits her, but it's like very trousers and old shirt. Mm-hmm. And they're gonna go to this fancy dinner. They have nothing else to wear. I mean, Tavumile has something else to wear, that's for sure.
They'll bring by something.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're not gonna be like, go in your rags, you peasants. So, after, Iffy has been absconded with in some capacity, as you are led out of the barred hallway, and out through the cellar door by some lackey.
Yeah.
She's not there, shockingly. And by the time you exit the door and it's shut behind you, you know, the as we discussed, the cellar doors that are on the ground, which, by the way, Donnie Darko. Anyway, cellar door. Anytime I say it, my brain goes, you like in Donnie Darko when they're like, cellar doors, the most beautiful, English words?
I have no idea.
Well, that happens at Donnie Darko. Anyway, it's one on the ground.
I'm out of the cellar doors.
She likes the cellar doors. And you're standing in the exact same sunny, semi-crowded city day that you were prior.
Yeah, so Vahrae is walking down the streets. I think he lights a cigarette and then realizes that he's gotten blood all over his matchbook because he's had his hands in his pockets, and so he can't light any of them. And he's like, fucking hell. Right. Puts it away. And he is going to head down, walk to the alchemist's tent, like the initial one that he was at.
Okay, so as you're walking down the street, the alchemist tent, meaning the one that was like, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Clarice.
Mio as Hannibal Lecter. Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
I'm gonna eat your skin. It's very sad this time that Vahrae's having. He, as you walk down the roads, now by yourself, Iffy was with you, the guards were with you, Iffy and Thalen and the guards and everyone's with you, this big group of people, and now it's just Vahrae. You have sort of a brief flashback to a conversation you had with Fernil long ago, in which you said to him to pacify him after he was frustrated with when he was in the hospital, frustrated with the bullying situation. You said to him, you're dealing with idiots who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They don't know anything. They've never been through anything. And you're feeling, as that rattles around in your brain, what do you feel about that, Vahrae?
I think that he think he's just cursing that because he's like, oh, I was an idiot. I was a silver spoon idiot. I've never been through anything.
And later on, you remember in the conversation saying, what am I going to do if you die? Don't make me lose you. Fernil said, what a loss. And you said, it would be the biggest loss that I had to contend with. And what you didn't know is when you said that, Fernil was surprised because he would have thought that your first thoughts, as far as I was concerned, would have gone to Yusufi. But it sort of became clear to him gradually that the reason you said him is because you had never considered losing Yusufi.
Yeah.
She was a completely, she was not a variable. She wasn't going to go anywhere. Nothing was ever going to happen to her. And just generally that conversation with Fernil that was under duress. You remember another conversation that you had with Fernil after that, in which you both were under duress. And it was after the incident. Perhaps you know the one to which I am referring.
Mm-hmm.
What would have been the circumstances of you revealing that to him? Would it be something he found out? Or would it be something that you told him? Or
I think that it was something that Vahrae was on his way to tell him about, and Fernil had already heard about it.
Mm-hmm. So you show up at his apartment or something like that. Or did you decide to tell him just as like a confession?
I decided to tell him because I didn't want any of like misinformation getting to him, but also because why wouldn't I tell him?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this is something that is happening that I don't know what to do about.
Mm-hmm. So you knock on the door of his apartment. It was like a small, I mean, it was your apartment, both of yours. You're living together. I guess that would be the other reason why.
Yeah.
What I mean, obviously you're going to tell him, but like Vahrae's energy going into it, does he feel apologetic or does he just feel like this is pragmatic? You're going to find out anyway, so you might as well find out from me first.
I feel like he feels scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't feel apologetic because he doesn't feel like he did anything necessarily wrong because it was an accident. But nobody believes that it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And your apartment is modest, but not squalor, and also not in necessarily like a bad part of town. It's got, humble and low rent and is ostensibly a studio apartment. But it is still not like Vahrae's not fancy schmancy. But he's got standards. I mean,
yeah.
And
I think it's mostly Fernil that has standards. I think Vahrae's like, whatever.
I think that Vahrae would have standards that would be like, well, of course, cockroaches, or no.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that. And Fernil would be like, yeah, we're not. I'm living lavish now, So I guess you wouldn't even knock on the door of the apartment, because you would have a key. So you open the door of the apartment, and as you step inside, you see Fernil is standing in front of a chair at the far end of the room, presumably having stood up when you got there, unless he was just standing facing the center of the room, which wouldn't necessarily be out of character. And he's just staring at you.
Hello?
Come here.
What?
I want to talk to you about something.
I want to talk to you about something too.
I've, I would guess that it was probably the same thing.
It's pretty quick for you to find out.
Well, I suppose, your sister thought that I ought to know.
You do ought to know. I mean, what'd she tell you?
25 words worth of what's happened.
I wish you would have waited for me to tell you, but yeah. So I was at Well, okay, we could sit down. He's gonna walk forward and like sit down at the chair.
Fernill's standing.
Right. I was at the.
Did you do it on purpose?
What?
I figured I might as well just get out of the way. I'm just asking.
No. I'd never kill somebody on purpose. What do you think I would?
No. But I don't know, I might as well ask you. I don't know. You know?
What do you mean you don't know?
Lots of people have been killed on purpose.
Yeah, but you think I would be the type of guy to do that?
Well, there were plenty of people who did that because they... for the greater good or something.
Greater good?
I don't know.
No.
I mean, he was an arse. Not to speak ill of the dead, but...
Yeah, he was an ass. It doesn't mean I'm going to kill him. Doesn't mean I had anything to do with him at all. I was at the tavern, I was playing. You know, I went there and I was leaving and Dawson came out and I don't know, he was saying stuff to me, trying to get a rise out of me, and I was just trying to leave. I was telling him to leave me alone and to piss off, and that I didn't care what he had to say. And he said that I was going to listen to him whether I wanted to or not, and he grabbed me. And I shrugged him off and turned around because I wasn't going to let him try something. And he tried to punch me. All I did was block his punch. I don't know, I guess it knocked him off balance and he fell and it hit his head. He was pissing drunk. I mean, I don't know how much he was drinking, but I don't know, the police said that makes it easier for people to bleed out. They're investigating it to make sure I didn't do it on purpose, I guess, but my parents said something about let them make it stop, and I don't want them to make it stop because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything on purpose. And they'll find that out.
You seem scared.
You're the third person to ask me if I did it on purpose.
Is that scary?
Doesn't seem like anyone believes that I didn't.
I just told you I believed you, didn't I? Or is it just you don't like being asked?
Does you believing that I didn't do it on purpose matter? It matters to me, but does it matter to...
Nothing I believe matters. Who have you told? You, Sophie, and your parents?
I tried to help Dawson when he fell and he didn't get back up. I went into the tavern and I told people to, I don't know, get police, get help, get a doctor or something. Went back out and tried to stop the bleeding and it didn't work. And so when the police showed up, I told them what happened, but they took me station and my parents showed up.
Well, I mean, I don't see what you're scared about.
Police didn't seem to believe me. My parents don't seem to believe me, and Yusufi seems dubious. Police said something about my past.
But you know that your parents are...
Don't want them to pay anyone off.
Doesn't matter what you want. You know that. They don't care what you want. They're not going to let you ruin that, whatever.
I didn't even do anything.
So upset that they don't believe you.
I watched somebody die. I think that's a bit jarring. It was covered in his blood and I had to sit in it. Police wouldn't even let me wash my hands. I heard the police say something about my past being the good enough evidence. I stopped getting into fights. I was a kid.
You know, it's good that you were there. You're lucky.
What do you mean?
You're lucky.
I'm lucky?
Yeah, you're able to be there and do something about it. Or try.
What do you mean?
That's a gift, you know. I mean, it's not a good situation, obviously, but...
What's a gift?
That. To do that.
To try to help somebody?
Yeah. To be able to.
Wasn't able to do anything.
You were able to try, weren't you? Even if you weren't able to do anything.
Anyone's able to try.
No, they're not.
What are you on about?
So he did something stupid, and he paid the price, and you were there to try to help him. What are you scared of? It's gone. It's over, isn't it?
I think Vahrae, puts his face into his hand and runs him through his hair and he's like, right, I'm not scared.
I'm not telling you not to be. I'm telling you I don't know why you are. I'm asking you why. You have every right to feel however you want to feel. I want to help you, but I don't know how.
Don't need to help me.
I want to. If you let me. I think I owe you that much.
Owe me?
I do.
Don't know what you owe me.
If you did it on purpose, I would... I'm not saying... Listen, I'm not saying that I believe that you did secretly and you're lying to me or something like that, but if you did... I suppose I couldn't really be of any help. But if I could, then we would go somewhere else.
I think Vahrae just kind of nods his head and looks down.
So I'd like to, if I could, if you need that. But I don't know what's wrong. Someone's dead and you were somehow involved. You weren't, though. You know, Iffy. The worst thing that could happen to her is you being actually, after all this time, bad. You know. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen to her. She looks at you like you... I mean, you pull flowers out of your pocket to give to her. And everyone calls you bad in her midst. And she doesn't believe for a moment that they're right because she knows you. But if they were, it would be a nightmare. So, something like this, I can see why it would scare her. She doesn't want to believe something that will ultimately be proven to not be the case, but it will be.
Dunno. I just think it's going to be swept under the rug.
Of course it is. But
I don't want that to be how my life is going to be for the rest of my life.
You don't have any say in that.
That's what I'm scared about.
That's the opposite of scary.
Stuff happens around you. And nothing comes of it.
Listen, if you want to talk to me about how awful that would be, you've chosen the wrong person.
Yeah, right.
It's a power, mate. You understand me?
Power.
It's powerful. Something like that.
What am I to do with that?
I don't know. I suppose you've got to figure it out for yourself. You're in some sort of position to do something. I don't know what, but no one else can. I know it's painful. In a way that I can't understand. But I believe you. Because I know you're not an idiot, usually, and I see that you're distressed. You just got to find a way to use it. Use it for good. To be really, I don't know, cliche, I guess.
Nobody wants to see me be good. I just want to believe that I'm this thing. This awful, horrible thing, this mark.
You don't do what they want. You're not easy to keep obedient.
Why should I do what they want?
Why shouldn't you?
Because what they want is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous to you. Not to your sister, your brother, to your mother, your father. I know they came from humble beginnings, but they clawed their way to this so that you can squander it. No.
I'm not squandering it. I just don't want to be a part of it.
For you to think of it as a curse, I mean, you can understand why that would be confusing to them. Can't you?
I guess.
Why don't you want it?
I don't want to be different.
What is it that you want? What do you mean?
I don't want to be privileged. I want to... If I start out that way, nothing means anything. I was just given it. I didn't work for it. I didn't do anything for it. To me, that's just... Life means nothing.
So you want to give it all up so that you can feel like you've worked for something.
Is that wrong?
I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not. But I don't see how it could be right.
What do you mean?
I've worked and gone to school for ever. I mean, after. And I think it would have been nice to not have to work. I could have just gone to school. Things like that, you know. I just... When you say you don't want to be privileged because you want to feel something. I don't know what it is that you want to feel.
I want to feel like I'm not just... Doesn't feel like there's any personhood in it.
So you want to run away?
I don't want to be a part of it.
I don't know that it's something that you can control. Especially now, I mean... You just got to accept it, haven't you? Haven't we all just got to accept our lot?
I don't know.
I think you just... I know that you hate it, you resent it. So I've given it a lot of thought. Because it's... I mean, I've got to say, the first time I met you... The first time I became aware that that was how you felt. I was disgusted. But I can never be disgusted with you. So I don't understand why, and I think I do. But I don't agree. I don't know if it's better to feel something or nothing. We probably disagree with each other because we know what it feels like to feel the opposite thing.
Yeah. Something about it being greener.
Something is painful about doing the right thing. Or difficult or something. And I think the right thing is not to pine for something that you could never have. or run away from it. You could do something good with it.
But you don't know what that would be.
So I guess the opportunity will present itself. I would imagine. Hopefully. Until then, you just got to feel nothing. I made some egg salad if you're hungry.
I don't think I could eat. Oh, so.
I was so scared.
What?
Forget it, there's egg salad.
No, what are you scared about?
Nothing.
You're crying. For me.
What?
Just tell me.
I was talking to your sister, she was quite upset, as I'm sure you can imagine. And she wasn't clear. I know that something had happened to you, that's all, so.
Did you think I died? I didn't. I'm here.
Don't touch me. He gets up. And he walks over towards you.
Vahrae is gonna stand up.
You're not allowed to do that, do you understand me?
What?
You're not allowed to do that.
Do what?
To do that to me.
To die? I don't plan on it, bruv. You're not allowed to do that either.
I don't plan on it, bruv.
You've gotten closer to it than I have. Now you know how I feel.
That's quite different, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
how so?
Some little fancy boy loses his school friend.
You think that's all you are?
Of course.
You're more of an idiot than I thought you were then.
If you did die, would you want me to bring you back? I know people have strong opinions about that. I wouldn't if you didn't want me to.
I don't know, I mean,
I don't want you to.
bring you back.
He nods.
I don't know, no. I think if you die, you ought to die. Besides, I heard it messes you up or something. I don't know.
Yes, I've heard. Well, you won't mind if I... And he sticks out a hand. And he sticks out a pinky.
You need me to promise.
No. Not if you're not willing to.
Alright. Wraps his pinky around his.
Do you want a kiss?
Each other. Yeah. Kidding.
I
Don't
meant
get
our
your hopes
hands,
up.
but it was worth a shot. He leans in and kisses his hand.
Yeah. Vahrae does the same.
We'll work it out. Whatever happens. You know?
Yeah. I'm
But it
gonna-
seemed... Well,
What?
no, you talk.
No. Go ahead.
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I was going to say I was going to go to my room. Don't know why.
It seems that it was quite distressing to you, though.
I just,
Why don't you tell me about it? I mean, if you think that that would help get it out of your brain.
I don't know. I mean, just I've never seen so much blood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
It's like piss.
Ooh.
Like piss, you know. I'm not being funny. I'm not on purpose, at least. When someone pisses themselves, there's so much piss. Stop it. It's just, there's far more piss than you believe could ever fit into a person. You know, bladder, what's a bladder like the size of a, I don't know how big they are, but
yeah. I don't know, we don't have to talk about it.
it's up to you. Just if you think it might make you feel better.
I just don't understand what. When the police came, they wouldn't let me clean up.
What do you mean, clean up?
They didn't let me wash my hands. They didn't let me change clothes.
That's evidence, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't see another reason why they would have to torture you psychologically. I mean, what blood is on you? Where is it? How much? I imagine they've got your clothes.
Yeah.
Well,
It was just hours dried. It's cracking off of my hands.
is that what the reason behind that? He looks at your hands, and I imagine they would be like red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like Vahrae doesn't look at his hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah.
If you feel contaminated, just talk to me about it, okay?
Yeah.
Because you're not getting rid of anything, you know. It's already gone.
Mm-hmm.
You're clean.
Just still smells like it.
It doesn't.
I feel like it does.
But it doesn't. Feelings are feelings.
Yeah.
You were just around it long enough and it's lingered. That's all it is.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. If you change your mind, I live quite close by. I can draw you a map if you need. And I've got loads of free time.
I want to do something with that free time.
He raises an eyebrow suggestively, and then puts it back down because he's like, "This is neither the time nor the place." What did you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe we could walk around.
I think you ought to eat some. It doesn't have to be egg salad. No, I insist.
Can be later.
No. Respectfully, but also, I'm older than you and you're going to do what I say. And also, this is, for all intents and purposes, my apartment. Since I pay $1 more in rent.
Yeah.
You barely live here.
Although, school doesn't let me leave that often.
So, other than egg salad, I've got mayonnaise and raw eggs. And salt and pepper.
I have some egg salad. Do you have any toast?
I could probably come up with a simulacrum of toast. I've got potatoes, so you put them in the toaster and see if they get cooked. I don't know how it works. I'll have some as well.
Right.
And he disappears into the kitchen. And this is the conversation playing in your head as you walk. You said that your intended trajectory is to
the alchemist that he had previously talked to.
Mm-hmm. So you're kind of like in a daze, just walking there. I'm gonna roll something. Gotta roll perception. Gotta roll disadvantage perception.
7.
Lots of memories flashing in front of your brain. And before you reach the castle square, you feel a firm but still reasonably gentle hand on your upper arm.
Vahrae is gonna, like, yank his arm away and, like, turn around.
Mm. Hello, master.
Who is this?
One of the, like, guards that his family hired to take care of them.
Hello.
We have been sent to come get you. I've heard that there's been some sort of accident with your sister.
Accident?
Well, I expect that you know what I'm speaking about.
No.
Right, well,
I've been trying to find her.
Well, nevertheless, come with me, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And he starts heading off in the direction of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And, are you gonna make any attempt to resist that?
No.
Okay.
I think he's fully like, you, Sophie.
Yeah, what the heck? You start walking back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, you go through, or at least nearby the castle square, when you're there, and it's a little bit less lively than it was, like, earlier, kind of, like, later afternoon, early evening time. It's getting a little bit dark, because it's still early spring, so getting dark early. Or is that summer? When does it get dark early?
Winter.
Winter? Is light early and dark early? That's winter? Okay, cool. And it's getting a bit dark, and you're walking through the square, and you see that a lot of the merchants, because it was like a farmer's market type affair, have packed up already. So go ahead and roll a perception check. We'll see from your vantage point if you can see the apothecary.
8.
It was a bit deeper into the market, so you can't quite catch a glimpse of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep heading towards the hotel. And when you get there, there is... The only people out front are more guards who are, like, presumably waiting to receive you as well. And they disappear up the stairs as the guard brings you into the hotel. And you make your way up to your parents' room. Do you have anything you want to do? Prepare anything?
There's nothing that he wants to prepare for it, because I think he's just like... Oh, it could possibly be. Well, if they know what happened to her and they have her, then great. There's nothing I'll have to worry about then, except for that kid that got taken. But I don't really care about him. Yeah. I mean, I hope he's all right. But
whatever.
Yeah.
Bigger fish to fry. So you go up the stairs. You're following the guards to your parents' hotel room, and you hear outside the door that is. As you approach the door, you notice someone in a semi-familiar uniform. I'm not going to make you roll. It was someone who had a uniform that was similar to one of the, like, mooks or lackeys milling around this cellar.
Okay.
So you get a little flavor of what you're getting into, and the person sort of eyes you knowingly and gives you, like, a chaste smile. And from outside the room, the door shut, you hear your father saying, "Could we at least see her?" And you hear someone say, "Well, I'm afraid her condition is quite unstable at the moment, but of course, once she's been stabilized."
Okay.
And you're kind of led into this room. What's Vahrae kind of like thinking right now?
He's less relieved. He's like, oh, okay. It's not...
This is part of some grift,
yeah.
And your mother is in tears on your father's shoulder, and he's got one arm around her and is looking very distraught, yet sort of diplomatic at the same time. Like, he's not gonna... His job is to be the one of them two that doesn't fall apart like that. looking. And your dad is like, "Oh, there, sweetheart, everything's going to be okay. We can't even see her." And, your mother's wiping her tears away. They haven't noticed that you're there.
What's going on?
The world stops moving and turns and looks at you. The envoy, who's got the same uniform on as the person who was standing outside of the door, doesn't even turn to look at you. And your parents, your dad, they both, turn to look at you kind of surprisedly.
Mm-hmm.
And each kind of dissolve into expressions of, roll an insight check. Not great ones.
16.
Rage, pure, just rage.
Okay.
And disappointment, sort of even borderlining on contempt.
Okay.
Your dad looks incensed, and your mom looks sort of betrayed.
Okay.
As they look up at you. Well, if it isn't Vahrae. And what have you got to say for yourself?
What do you mean?
Well, you said he did it. You know what I mean, surely.
What did I do?
Now, son, it's the best to confess in these sorts of matters. I understand, I'm sure you're quite distraught. I understand it was a mistake. But you needn't fear. As I was explaining to your parents, she will recover.
What are you talking about?
Your sister.
What about her?
Well, she's been turned to stone. And your mom covers her face with her hands.
What are you talking about?
And they're kind of your parents are looking at the guy, and the guy's looking at you, and he's like, it's quite all right that you're, ashamed, embarrassed, or...
What? You're saying I did that?
Vahrae, come now.
I didn't do anything to her.
You needn't lie to us.
I'm not lying. You think I would hurt Yusufi?
We're not saying that you did it on purpose. We've been explained that it was a mistake.
I didn't do it at all.
Well, as I was saying, regardless of that, once she's been stabilized, you're all welcome to go visit her, and I assume the whole of the matter should be...
Where is she?
She is at the castle at the moment, being taken care of by Withway physicians, and he, looks very haughty when he says that. I can understand if you too, given the circumstances, don't feel up to attendance of the party tomorrow night. Oh, nonsense. We've got to go to the party. I mean, she's going to be in the castle anyway. We'll be even closer to her, won't we? Well, whatever you decide on is, of course, fine. And, I'm happy to see that you're all right and that you're safe. He, looks at Vahrae and says that.
Right.
You, on the other hand... Your dad turns to look at you. You will be staying in this hotel room until we return.
Why do you just believe that I've done it? You have any evidence to support that?
I think we've got quite a bit of evidence.
Oh, and what is that?
You causing trouble in school. You've killed someone, Vahrae. Can't get you to go to school.
No.
Can't get you to study. Making a mockery of our family name. And the one person in the world who thinks anything of you other than that Hazen boy.
Yeah, the one person in the world who thinks anything of me.
And she was a fool too, clearly. Now, you are going to stay in this hotel. Your mother looks at you like you slapped her across the face. Excuse me.
You think nothing of me. You think so little of me that you think that I would hurt my little sister. I'm not going to take that line down.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to relieve you of me. You never have to worry about me again.
Well, that's not acceptable.
Oh, is it not? What do you want then?
We've told you what we want.
And what is that?
We want you to sit in this room and think about what you've done. And then we, as a family, will go home.
A family. So much a family we are.
Does that not matter to you at all?
What
It never has. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
What? That you're my parents.
You don't care about us at all. You don't care about our name. You're perfectly happy to make us look as ridiculous as you can. Do you know how much money we've spent covering for your mistakes?
That's your own choice.
It is certainly not our choice.
You know, you never cared to ask. Well, maybe I did all that.
Because you're
You never
rebellious.
cared to ask how I felt about anything. You don't know a thing about me.
What are you talking about?
You've
Of course.
never cared.
I know everything about you.
Oh, and what's that? What do you know? Where have I been? When I'm not home? Where do I even live?
Well, I expect you live nearby. You live nearby.
I live 2 hours away.
Well, I mean, that's nearby, isn't
Is
it?
it? What do I do?
You play your violin and you hang out with your little friend.
Do I? Do you know where he is?
Well, I expect he's back at the castle.
You know the last time I saw him?
No, I don't. I don't keep tabs on someone who doesn't give a damn about me. I hate to interrupt, but, the king is expecting at least one additional member of the Thornagold family to be present at the party. I mean, Vahrae was an addition added last minute, but to not have him or you, Sophie, I mean, I don't think that would be acceptable. Well, what, do you want to bring him in the state? He's just a boy who's made a mistake.
I didn't do anything.
No, I think you should give him the opportunity to redeem himself. And if he wants to go to the party, the envoy turns and fixes his gaze on Vahrae. I suggest he follow the rules.
Can you roll insight on that?
Yep.
14.
They don't give two farts about your sister.
Yeah.
They want someone else. And he's like, if we're doing this trade, you can't not you need to be there to help us do this trade. So he's like, okay, don't come to the party. You're not gonna see your sister.
Yeah. I'll come.
And if we don't want him there,
It's too bad.
I don't see why you're arguing for him. If you need me, I'll be downstairs. Your mom, like, in a huff, leaves the room, and your dad goes, sweetheart! He puts a hand out, and he's up. Your dad, like, walks up to you and says, or he, like, walks up to you, opens his mouth, puts a finger in your chest, opens his mouth, and then realizes the envoy is still there and says, you're dismissed. And the envoy looks at him like, you gonna dismiss me? What is it? You think that's how that works? And he goes, this is my room. And the envoy looks at him, smiles, and says, need I remind you, sir, that you're not wearing trousers? When you're attempting to be intimidating, I suggest you think about that first. And the envoy, like, bows his head and leaves. And your dad looks down at his legs and realizes that he was in the middle of changing and all the fun. He's wearing, like, you know, happy face boxers or something. MeUndies.
Sponsors.
He looks up with you now with pink cheeks and sticks a finger in your chest and says, I don't care about the way our family is going to come off to the king. If you put another toe out of line, I shall have you arrested for attacking your sister. Do you understand what I say?
And you wonder why I don't give a damn about you two.
It doesn't matter at this point now, does it?
It's the least thing that matters.
You will remain in this room, and you will do exactly as I say. Or you and your mother and I are returning home tonight. Well, you and your mother, one of us must remain naturally, as Yusufi is still here, but you will be going home is the point I'm making.
I think Vahrae just doesn't say anything back.
Well, I shall take your silence as a yes. Now, to your room.
He's gonna turn around silently and leave.
What's Vahrae? What's a Vahrae to do?
You looked so surprised. I said you looked so surprised.
At what?
Me going, fuck you.
Yeah, I was. Well, I figured that you would be trying to, like, endear yourself to whoever, but no, you're just, like, over it. So, ostensibly, as Vahrae heads to his room, you're doing stuff, sorry.
I'm looking at, because I want him to do something. When he gets to his room, he's going to lock the door. He is going to take a sending potion out. He's going to drink it, and he's going to send to Monsterol.
Okay.
Let me 25 words this up.
25 words this up, baby. That's cool as heck. I didn't even think you were gonna do that.
He's going to say, everything is more complicated than you know. I no longer have flesh to stone. Tell me what other potions you gave me. Be very clear.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. And as you're sitting in your room waiting for an answer, somewhere else, Ethiad has just kicked a rock into Finger's shin while they're waiting at the base of a mountain. Ow! You. What was that about? Huh?
I didn't mean to.
Cool.
Just kicking rocks.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know that you're not supposed to throw rocks down the mountain because you could start like an avalanche.
yeah, we're at the bottom, though.
He tosses another rock at him.
Ow!
You could also hit Sympathy on accident.
What? But you're doing it on purpose. That one surely was on purpose.
No,
I don't know.
it was on accident.
I feel like if you were laughing, it would be, can you two please give it a bloody rest for 2 seconds? Are you good, man? I'm fantastic. I'm just a bit stressed at the moment. And you two can't stop bloody kicking rocks at each other.
Look, it's because I'm
I didn't
stressed.
kick any rocks at him. What were you saying?
No, I said it's because I'm stressed. What else is there to do but to sit in an unpleasant feeling or throw rocks?
I seem to be doing quite well with that.
You seem to not be doing quite well with any
I'm not bloody
sitting
making loads of
feeling.
pissing noise, am I?
I wasn't making noise. That one was. He gestures to fingers.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. Getting some rocks kicked at me. Weird. I mean, weird of me to
Yeah.
emote. Guess I'll just do it again.
How long do you think that it will take for...
Kick the rock. Come on. I got a joke.
Kicks another rock.
I feel nothing.
That was so funny. How long do you think that it will take them to get here from the inn?
I don't know, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry for asking a
You want me
fucking
to
question.
echolocate them or something?
No, I just mean
Is that
I
what you
did-
two are
I
trying
didn't
to
know
do?
if you fucking knew how far away the inn was from here.
I don't. I mean, I barely know where we are.
Okay.
I think it'd be about equidistant. I mean, I imagine that that'd show up any minute unless they were delayed.
Okay.
It's all. I mean, the guards. I thought we'd at least be followed a bit.
Maybe you scared the shit out of them with your ghostly little pet.
Yeah, maybe, and maybe they come back with reinforcements or something. Yeah, well, yeah, you feel silly now, don't you?
Silly.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we're staying off the main roads. I mean, at least once they made us, I figured we'd be seeing more of them.
Can Ethiod make a perception check?
Yeah. I feel like Ethiod and Fingers would both be like, you know what? What if we just looked around?
Let's take a gander.
Let's just take a gander. It's all on you, baby boy.
Not one.
No freaking way.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. So, what does Ethiod do that causes Fingers also to be distracted by it?
Ethiod slips on the side of the mountain that he's standing on and like eats shit.
Ethiod.
Oh, fucking
You're right,
hell.
mate. What was that?
I slipped.
Good God.
Fuck.
Your head hit the ground hard.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, what was that? Did you just, you just fell?
No, the rock.
You're bleeding, mate.
What?
Hold on, stop moving. And you put up your hand in the back of your head, and you can feel it, coming out of your head. Go ahead, roll a d4 of damage!
Oh. At least he has 23 hit points now, and not 12. 1.
Oh, that's good. I say in character as Lucien. So you put your hand up behind your head and you feel blood pooling in your head. You don't feel dizzy or your vision getting weird or anything. You see Lucien kind of gets up, rushes over to where you are, and puts his hand on the back of your neck. You don't know what the heck he's doing. Weird doctor nonsense or whatever. He's like, does your neck hurt at all?
No.
Just your head, your back.
Nothing hurts. It hurt when I hit the ground, but everything's fine. Why the fuck am I bleeding so much?
Yeah, your head on a rock, mate. They tend to do that. I mean, I don't know, your head might be a bit harder. And he looks up at Fingers, and Fingers pretends like he hasn't been asked a question. I'm surprised you're still conscious. Here, let me see. And he's gonna kind of get water, wash the blood out of your hair and stuff. And it's not comfortable, obviously. It hurts to smack your head into the ground. Lucien and Fingers are both looking at you, and it's not comfortable. Also because Lucien's touching you a lot, and that's great. And so does Ethiod shut his eyes or?
No, I think that he's just staring straight ahead to be this is not happening.
Fingers is gonna say, he's fine though, right? He's okay. Yeah, I mean, if you just slipped and that was all, just smack your head on the ground. Try to avoid that.
I didn't mean to.
That's no good for you.
I think a rock fell out of the
Bloody
ground.
hell, Fingers, what was that? What? You hungry or something? I mean, yeah, I'll pretty much usually, or if not all the time, at least now. Why? Your stomach, mate. It's insane. And he's gonna take out a potion out of his bag, and he's gonna say, it's gonna sting a bit. I mean, you can eat it; it'll sting either way.
I'm already wet. Just pour it on me.
It'll work faster this way, at least. Hey, sit up. And he's gonna help you sitting up, and Fingers is like, bro, no, not man, you. Whoa.
What?
What even was that? Go ahead and roll a perception check as Ethiod.
Hey, listen, while I roll this perception check, didn't you say that this was the cave that you went to when you were in the military? Right?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Did you fight an owlbear?
Well, I mean, we killed it. Shut up.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
22.
That was in my stomach, mate.
It wasn't mine.
It wasn't mine. And you hear from above you the ear-splitting howl of a big mama owlbear.
Fuck.
Who has smelled your blood.
Fuck.
And come down the mountain for the kill. And that's where we're gonna end this episode of that.
What the fuck? No! So much is happening.
So much is happening,
If they go through everything and they fucking die from an owlbear, I'll be so pissed.
Lucien said the cavalry was on their way. I mean, the cavalry is functionally Yezian.
Mio.
I mean, Vatil's probably not going to help out. You can't sweet talk an owlbear. At least no one's done it yet. But you don't need to worry so much because I wrote down the DCs for the encounters before this fight. 15 was the only one that I messed up that overlapped 2. So I'm just going to have them both show up. You'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
Goodbye!